Okay, we're live on the intranets. It is starting a little late, but it is the 20th of November in the year of our Lord 2024. This is the weekly Alaboom, the longest running weekly video blog ever on YouTube. I challenge anyone to find one that does it still every week and whatever. Oh, I forgot I threw my bottle away, but I wanted to show it off. My son and I had to run some errands after school today, and I picked up a a
Frosty.
4 pack of Frosty Cherry Limeade, pure cane sugar, baby.
Pure can. How many calories on that one?
It's not a ton. Because hold on,
200, 150.
I think it's. Let me see here. 134, 134.
Okay.
So
Hey, I have a 80s question for you.
sure.
What is the claim to fame song of the band Club Nouveau? Do you know? Came on the radio tonight on my satellite.
I'm just trying to remember if I ever even listened to those. I mean, I
Club
probably heard it on the
Nouveau.
radio.
It's pretty famous. You would know the name.
Well, I know.
You know
I
the
mean, I've
band
heard
name?
the name of the band. Um,
Is Kabuki Kid here?
I have no idea, dude. What is?
So, Lean on Me. Remember that?
Really?
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought it was like that was an older hit or something like that.
Isn't it? Was that an older hit and then it was remade? I don't. I feel like Lean on Me was an older song, but it was definitely an 80s hit.
Let me
Like I
see
remember
here.
listening to it in like 88 or something.
Let's see.
Is
Lean
anybody
on
watching?
Me is a single by Bill Withers.
Okay, so that's the original.
Yeah. And he's also Bill Withers is the guy who sang Ain't No Sunshine When She's
That's a good song
Gone.
too. Those
That's
two
a great
bangers.
song.
Two bangers.
Two bangers.
That's a good
Let's
song.
see. Bill Withers did Ain't No Sunshine, uh, Lean on Me. He also here, let's see here. He did Grandma's. No, I don't. That doesn't be good for Bill Withers. See, Bill Withers saying, Ain't no sunshine, grandma's hands, use me, lean on me, lovely day, just the two of us.
Lovely Day.
Yeah,
Dude,
we
those are
can make it
bangers.
if we try, just the two of
Lovely Day.
us.
Lovely Day. Isn't that how it
Yeah,
goes? Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
lovely day, da, da, da.
Super, super great. Bill Withers, yeah.
Uh, good for him. He
I don't
and
want to get
he
flagged.
and he just
87 million views on that video.
he just recently passed away too. Well, not recently, but I mean 4 years ago. He lived to 2020. 81 good years for Bill Withers.
With many bangers. I wonder if he
He
got
was
rich off it.
inducted into he was the subject of the 2009 documentary Still Bill. Withers was inducted to the Songwriters Hall of Fame in 2005. He's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2015. And two of his songs, Ain't No Sunshine and Lean on Me, were inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame.
Lovely Day is a good song too.
Yeah. Ain't no
I mean, for me anyway.
sunshine when
Love it.
she's
That's a good
gone.
song.
Oh yeah, no, the Ain't No Sunshine. That's my one of my dad's friends when he was in the army. He said a buddy of his got his Dear John letter, the girl breaking up with him while he's like, stuck
In Vietnam or
overseas.
something?
Yeah, and he said that he sat there and he played Ain't No Sunshine, like he said about like 150 times until he just broke the record the next time he left the tent. He just
Wow.
took the record and broke it because he was so sick of hearing it.
You know,
The stories are written Jim Moan, one of my former economics teacher in high school and really good friend of my father.
Smokey Robinson also is a singer that I did not enjoy growing up, but now I think I really like him. Like Tracks My Tears,
Yeah.
so good. Like it's just I think it's one of my favorite songs of his.
You got to give him credit where, yeah, no, good for him. So I don't know if anybody did initials, but I did
Anyway,
do, once we get more people here,
I did
I
not.
I did do 15 before and afters with board games as the theme. So each one has a board game in the answers. So once we get more people here, I got 15 before and afters. So I'm excited to do that.
Cool. I'm a little bummed post BGG Con Blues. It was a good convention. Went by far too quickly.
So BGG Con was my game highlight was playing Station Fall again.
It was a pretty good game.
It
So I saw some
was.
stuff in that game that I had never seen before. And we were playing full max player count.
I would
Nine
really love to play that with like four people
nine
sometime.
players. We have 9 or 10.
We had nine.
Or yeah, and with 18 characters, right?
Yeah.
Or 20 characters.
So I'd really like to play that with like four.
It works. I played it with 4 with my game group and it worked perfectly fine.
Yeah. I mean,
You
not
can do
that
a
it
little
was.
more stuff, right? I mean, it's just not, well, I don't know. It's the same number of turns.
It just takes so
Oh
long
no,
to
it's a
get
little
back
longer.
to your turn, and so you just
You've
kind
kind
of
of
lose track
forgotten
of
what
everything.
happened.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's so many.
you're so focused on your one thing that you got to do, like you're not really paying attention to what everybody else is doing, so you don't really have any kind of clue what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like Charles and I, thankfully, I love Charles. Charles and I ended up sitting next to each other and we just talked movie trivia back and forth for like the most of it. That was
What
really
was his
nice.
character? Who were
Don't
you?
ask. No, I
Who were you?
eventually was the station
Oh
chief
yeah, you were the station chief, and you went and pulled the you
who
went and pulled
wanted
the self
everybody to
destruct.
live and I wanted to die.
Oh, you didn't pull the self destruct. It was somebody else did it for you.
Well, yeah, somebody else hit the button for me.
Keith did it.
Yeah, I was heading there.
Not
Um,
Keith, but another Keith.
yeah,
Of
I
Alf.
was no,
Keith. Oh, Keith.
I was heading to hit the button. I was like, let's get this show on the road.
He
And
would
when
have
they
done
tried,
it if he didn't.
and then when they tried to put the core outside, I used the
So you have to
claw.
set the stage. The antimatter was enabled.
Okay, yes.
And
So
self-destruct was going to happen in
the
4 turns.
self-destruct happens, and then the animator explodes, and that's when the self-destruct happens.
Right, we have 4 turns to deal with it, or three
Yeah.
turns, something like that.
So
Three
somebody, I
rounds
forget
to the table.
who, jettisoned
Me.
you. Yeah, you
I
jettisoned.
took the bot. I was like, this game will be over far too quickly. I don't want to be done. I wanted to play for longer than 5 minutes,
Okay, well, so
even though it was
you,
like 30. But I'm just
yeah.
saying, I was like, the game won't even get legs after that quickly.
So yeah.
But
So
boy, did it
then
have legs.
yeah, and then boy, but I wanted it to be over. I wanted the place to. I no. So my idea was that if I was like, hey, you guys need to go and need to live. I figured if I hit the panic button, people would be like, oh, go, grab the stuff, go, hit you go out into space or jump
Yeah, I mean,
onto the.
all I did, my whole game was basically trying to get off the ship. Although I detoured to get the animator back, get off the ship, because if the animator is off the ship and explodes in space, no one dies. Well, anybody in space dies, which was just going to be Evan. Poor Evan.
Yeah,
And I just did this random play in the like second turn or third turn where I took over the colonel, because the colonel is hard to control because he's paranoid.
yeah,
But I had a character in the room with him, so I could control him. And then I took the colonel and shot Evan's character
yeah. Just
and popped him like just random. I
yeah.
didn't have any reason to do it, but I'll just do it.
So I wanted
And then it was
to.
his character, and he basically had to spend the whole entire game trying to figure out how to get his body back to Earth.
Yeah.
He couldn't figure it out.
Um.
He didn't do it.
It
Nobody got
well
back to Earth.
it
Oh no, only one
takes
person.
it takes it's hard to move in that game. It's hard
I
to.
wonder. I wonder if a V2 of that game would be better with like a more movement.
I mean, I don't know. it's such a fine line, right? You don't want there to be too much moving
Yeah,
because then everybody will just get to where they need to go.
yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. It was like one of those things where it was like I wanted everybody to like be scared and try to get into the escape pods, and then I willingly die, and then I get all the extra points for the people that survive and get to Earth.
Whack.
And then of course, then somebody, decides, oh no, we're not going to explode. We're going to put the thing outside. So I was like, yep, I got the claw. I'll grab that thing and I'll put
Was it
it
you that
back.
brought it back on to
Yeah,
the?
I was
But
like,
didn't
I'm
get it
gonna.
tossed out again, and then it got pulled back in again?
Well, because
Like
I had
I think it
enough.
was like it was ejected. I ejected it once. You pulled it back in with the claw, and
Well,
then
no,
didn't
what
someone
happened
else throw it
was
out?
it was in the inventory of the billionaire because I
Right.
activated the billionaire to activate the claw to grab the fusion reactor and pull it back into him. And then somebody either tried to jettison the billionaire or something, like actually like move the billionaire. Yeah, move the billionaire outside the space station. And then
Oh, they had to have the helmet on though, otherwise they
yeah.
wouldn't do it.
Yeah, no, he did have a helmet because I remember I picked that up for him for some reason. And then I activated him again and I had him climb back into the space station, so we blew
On the
up.
last turn, like
Yeah.
maybe five players around
Yeah.
to till self destruction. But by the
I did
way,
I did
basically
not win.
giving
I
the
mean
game to Christina
yeah, because she got
because
a
she was
ton
the
of points.
security robot and got every
Yeah.
single character died. Yeah.
Yep. So
Yep.
yeah. So I mean it was just I had
Anyway,
fun
it was a good game. It was
regardless.
a good game.
Yeah, it was fun.
Eventually, I'll play a game where everybody knows the rules. And we can just get going. That rule teach
Uh,
was rough, though. I could tell.
I mean, the rules teach wasn't great. I mean, it's
I know
like
because I was just scattershot. I wasn't coordinated.
no. I played that.
But they had heard about
Go
it
ahead,
before. Like the Christina and Kim
Michael and
and
me.
Michael had played before, and Ryan. They had been taught the rules a little, so they kind of knew. There was nobody that was completely in the dark.
No,
I think, right? Yeah, nobody. Maybe Keith. Keith was probably the least experienced. Oh, look who it is. Hey,
hey
man.
Forrest,
How's it
What's
going?
up?
that's a wicked beard you got growing there, buddy.
No shave November. I'm hoping if I just willpower it,
Movember.
it'll
Movember.
eventually look good.
Well, I shaved off my entire beard when I got home from BGG Con, but then it just grew back
Crew
the
back.
last couple of days. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
gonna
man.
ride this out. I'll have a dirty mustache in about a week or two. It's gonna look real bad.
Hey, Matthew.
Hello.
So what else did I play? Okay, so
Did you play Bomb Busters?
I did not.
Oh my gosh, that game is amazing. Anyway, go ahead, talk about your whatever else. What else you
Well, no,
played?
I was just gonna go over the games I played. So I
Okay.
played Surfasaurus Max with Evan. That theme is ridiculous. I mean, it has like uh there
The
was like
surfing
yeah,
T-Rex.
it has the theme means absolutely nothing. It was just like, oh, we should put dinosaurs surfing on this. That's like, and that's just it's. But that was kind of neat because it
But
was
that's
like,
fun though, right? I
well, but
wouldn't
it
want to
doesn't
have it any other
matter.
way. Yeah, I would know.
But it doesn't matter at all. I mean, it's just like the cards could have nothing on them but the
So you
but the but the
say,
numbers. Yeah,
but I
no, I
wouldn't
do
want to play it
say.
without it.
So that game, just brief retell, like you have a hand of four cards, and you're trying to make a four-card hand of poker between the two of you. And so you put a card down, and then the other person, and this is only two players I played, so I didn't play with more, but I mean, you put a card down, they put a card down, and then you draw a card off the top of the deck and you add it to the pile, and then you do it again. And after you play a card, you draw one too. So you always have a hand of four. And then I play a card, and the other person plays a card, and then we draw another. No, and that's it. Like or some. Maybe I'm misremembering. But then you with the
Yeah, you
cards
do
that are left.
you play a few cards.
Yeah. So with the cards that are on the table, you make the best four card poker hand you possibly can. A straight, a flush, a pair, whatever. And if your cards get used, you score more points. So you can kind of try to influence the deck to be something else. And that was okay. I mean, it was fine. I mean,
It's probably better with more players.
it probably, but I mean, but Evan and I had fun. Plus we were able to learn it in like seconds. So I mean,
Yeah.
that's a huge bonus for me. Um, I played Flip 7, which I mean, it's fun. I'll probably end up buying it as like a stocking stuffer game for my kids.
I mean, it says it's the greatest game ever made. I think it says it on the box.
It's
Well,
really damn
speaking
good.
of good beards,
It's pretty-
look at
but
Hungary's beard.
It's
Look-
pretty
look at-
good though. Have you
Look
played
at
it?
look at that.
I like it a lot.
It's
That's
tight.
why I came here tonight, because I knew for at least a little bit I'd be the number 2 beard in the room.
Well, so here's the deal with Flip 7. It has the same problem as every single push your luck game that exists, and I don't think you can fix it. You get to a certain point where if you're behind, you're just like, give me the card, give me the card,
Yeah,
give
shoot
me
the
the
moon.
card, give me the card. Yeah, because I
But that's
can't
fun.
win.
That's the fun part. Like that's
Well, that
like
isn't
the
fun.
thrill.
That's just put the 7 cards out. Let me see.
I
what
don't
they
know
do.
if I agree with that. Though.
I
think-
disagree strongly. I love the like. Oh
So-
man, I just break like if you're down big in
But
zombie.
okay,
life.
but I mean, as far as like making a choice, it isn't a choice anymore. I'm like the last hand of the game. Michael was at 194. He gets to go in 2 people. He's gonna win. I mean, like literally, like he's got a 4 in front of him. He's gonna take a card. He's gonna win. I see what his card is. I'm at 162,
Well,
and I am.
you could
and
still win. There's a
I-
multiplier in that game. You can score like 100 points in a turn.
yeah,
I understand, but I mean,
Okay.
but the point is that like, but what am I gonna do? I have an 8. Am I gonna stop? No,
No,
I mean,
no,
it's
but
like
don't you want like a photo finish? Don't you want like an exciting finish?
it's just
think the game delivers.
all of a sudden
I
the
agree.
point of the choice just isn't there because I'm at 8.
Of
Hit me.
course.
So
At the
so
on the
A
last
9
round.
hit me. A 12 hit me because I gotta go. Even
So
though I know
in
there's
my
12
mind,
12s.
the alternative is a game where you know you're going to lose and you're just like, and that's a lot of games. That's most games. Like, oh yeah, I'm going to lose, but so this
there's
last turn
nothing I
doesn't
can do
matter
about
at all. At least
Yeah.
in this one, it's like, oh hey, at least I might do the craziest thing ever, and like I feel like this is a pro part of the game. Like,
It is. It's an amazing game. Don't listen to Lance.
oh, I played it a
It's
bunch
so
with my
good.
family.
No,
I agree.
so good.
ask me if I had fun playing it.
Did you have fun?
playing it?
Yes, I absolutely had fun playing it. But
Then
it
no
has
problems.
it
No
has the
problems.
same problem as
Oh.
every single. Yes, it is. It's just the same problem as every push your luck game ever. It just and that's just the way but that's just fine. I mean, I'm complaining about the sky being blue. I mean, it's just what's the point? So okay, so what
I thought it
else
was
did I
a good game.
play?
And
I
and here's the
played-
thing: the 194 could run into a string of bad luck and score nothing.
Maybe, but chances are not
Maybe.
likely.
Most likely not.
I mean, what I'm hearing is Scott saying, Lance, just admit that you're wrong and it's the best game ever. Like,
Well,
the
Put
box.
no, I
if you
mean-
put a flip, you put a flip 3 on them and you bust them, then they're out, right? Like
If people
at-
want to talk about how great the game is, that's fine. I don't care. But I mean,
Okay.
and like, again, I even talked about the fact that I'm probably going to buy it, which I don't buy
know.
games anymore.
I'm buying it.
So
I already
mean,
bought it.
I mean, it's just one of those things where it's fine. I mean, and I'm not poo-pooing it by any means. I just it's whatever. Just
Did you play fishing?
I've been hearing nothing but about that game the past like 3 days, and I've never heard anything about
It's
it.
pretty interesting. I thought about it. I thought it was kind of like average, but now I think it's better than average.
I
That's
am
the
not.
Flip 7.
Flip 7's amazing. That's a killer fun game. Fishing,
I did not get to play fishing. I really wanted to play it. I'm just gonna have to track down a copy. I mean,
Fishing is cool if you like trick taking, and pretty cool if you don't like trick taking. I mean, it's kind of like a deck builder.
we played Don't Mess with Cthulhu, which is fine. It's like exactly what I thought it was gonna be.
I never got to play that.
What's the
Uh,
premium version? I saw it was the deluxe version. Was there anything different?
No, it's just
They have
nice.
extra powers in that game.
The red cards?
Yeah, something like that. I've never played it with the
Yeah, they're good.
Powers.
They're good.
which is fine. I mean, it's just, but I'm not gonna bore you with Don't Mess with Cthulhu. It's just
Oh, it's great.
it is good.
It's great, greatest game ever.
I don't know
No,
about that.
That's
One
Flip
of the
7.
greatest. One
I
of the
think
greatest.
it's-
Not on
it's
the
the best-
cover of the box.
One of.
I think it
It's-
is the best 4-player social deduction game of all time. I will stand on that ground very firmly.
Oh, that sounds
Mm.
like such a nightmare. Oh, I hate social deduction with
Better than
every fiber of my
Resistance?
being.
Like, what's a better 4-player social deduction? Like, it's hard to do
Avalon,
Not
4-player.
Anyone you're not playing is better.
Avalon's pretty good.
Avalon's, yeah, but at 4,
Although 4-player is probably not good enough.
yeah, that's why that's the catch. 4 players. It's really hard to do social deduction at 4 players. Period.
What else?
And then
It's
I played Chronologic.
yeah, I wanted to play that. How did it play?
So to describe Chronologic, there's a bunch of different cases in there. We just played one of them. It was 4 players. The way Chronologic works is that there are 6 locations on a board. There are 6 there are 6 characters and there are 6 times. And so when you start, the thing says this person, in our case, the detective character, was the one that was murdered. They went to an opera and they were poisoned, and when they came home and they died. And so basically the whole goal of our game was you had to find a time when the detective was alone in a room with one other person, and because that's the only way they could be poisoned if they were alone in a room. So basically, anytime the detective is in a room, either they were with multiple people or they were by themselves, and so you had to basically like discern a time where it is. So it's kind of a weird clue thing going on where it's like, okay, you gotta figure out what room they were in,
Is it a
who
predetermined
the person
case? Or is it?
was. It's a predetermined case. Who the
Okay.
person was that they were and what time it was. And so on your turn, you basically there's this kind of a neat mechanism where you basically say, I'm going to pick either a character or I'm going to pick a time, and then you pick one of the rooms that was in. So like you could say the the grand staircase at 3. And so if you and then you put like the card and the piece of cardboard together and they have little holes, and then you flip it over and it'll give you a piece of information that's just for you, that's very specific, and then it will give a piece of information that you have to share with everybody else that's very generic. So if I said grand staircase at 3, it'll tell me like uh it'll tell me exactly like I forget what it is. It's either like exactly like when the detective was in there, like at what like or it's something, and then it gives like a very generic piece of information of like at 3 there was like oh no, it tells you one person that was for sure in the room at that time, and then if it's and then it tells everybody else there were 4 people in this room at 3, that kind of thing, and so you know exactly where that person is.
Is
And
that
each
like
person has a sheet that they mark stuff off as they go. And then let me just 1 second. I'll listen to your question in a second. And then if you pick a person and like a spot, it'll tell you exactly like what time they were in that particular spot. But then generically, it'll tell you like how many times they walked through that spot in the 6 hours. And so you slowly funnel it down to one thing. And then if you want to guess, it's kind of weird. You have to write it down and not because you don't want to say it out loud.
yeah? Because you
And
might
then
be
you
wrong.
and then you look in the booklet, the back of the booklet, and the back of the booklet gives you your solution for that case. And then if you guessed it right, you show what you wrote down, and you show the solution. You say, "Hey, I won." And if you didn't, you say, "I guessed wrong. I'm out." And then you have to wait for everybody else to finish up, and then you go.
That's when Lance calls me and says, "Do you have some old fashioned? Can you come over?"
Ha. No,
I'm
it
like,
came down to me and
"Max."
Keith, and he figured it out basically one round before me. The other 2 people guessed and were wrong.
So is it like that game that came out like 2 years ago that everybody was going crazy for?
I don't remember what game
That
it
I
is.
cannot remember the name, where you put the codes into the machine and it like shows you
Turing
like
machine?
yes, Turing machine.
I
Is
have
it
no
like
idea.
that?
I tried to play Turing Machine and I was like,
So it's
hell
not
with
like
this.
Turing machine. I
Yeah, it
mean, it's
doesn't sound
probably
like it.
here's the thing, it's probably the same thing as Turing machine, except it's presented in a different way.
Yeah, I tried
I
to.
was
I did a demo of Turing machine. And I was like, I'm stupid. And I just
yeah. I
Yeah, unless you're used to that kind of stuff.
I got done playing Chronologic and it was fine, but I also said, well, I don't
By the
ever
way,
have to
same
play this.
designer. So yeah, same designer.
I was like,
Maybe.
I don't ever have to
Maybe.
play this again. That was like,
That was too bad.
I mean, it was like, well, I mean, it's not that it wasn't horrible. I just like, whatever. That
So
was
the best deduction game I played was not Chronologic. It was Bomb Busters. Did you get to play Bomb Busters?
My buddy Michael Kelly
Nobody?
has been telling me about he's one stop co-op stuff. He's been telling me it's really good.
It's so good. Feels like you're defusing a bomb. Really does. Hisashi Ayashi. So you're cooperatively. So you have like this Scrabble rack of tiles in front of you, which are the wires to cut, and then there's like a bunch of blue wires, two yellow, or 4 yellows, and or 2 yellows and 1 red. At least to start. That's the intro scenario, or that's the 4th training mission. We jump to the 4th training mission. First mission, you have to cut all the blue wires. Second mission, you learn about yellow wires. Third mission, you learn about red wires. But it puts them all together in the 4th mission, which gives you a bunch of blue wires, 2 yellows, and a red. If you cut the red wire, you immediately lose. So don't cut the red wire. But it's really cool. You cut in pairs. So like if you have a pair of 12s on your board, or let's say you have 3 12s on your board, then one of the other people have a 12 on their board, right? And you just got to figure out who has it. And then if you have the only pair left, you can just cut it without fear of cutting it, of blowing it up. But the trickiest part is when 4 different people have one of the wires, because you have to cut them in pairs and you have to figure out where on their board is that number. And it's really good.
That's neat.
And it's that's the 4th mission of 80 something missions.
Wow. Hey, turn.
And it has legacy style gameplay where you open boxes and add more stuff. And Steph Hodge says it's your game of the year.
Quick grievance, because it just hit me. I'm setting up this Tidal Blades 2 that I've been playing, and they have these initiative tokens that are this freaking big with a specific picture of the bad guy on them.
Yeah.
And there's like 80 of them. And they're so hard to see at my age. Yeah, everything else about this production is amazing. But I'm getting angry over here.
That game's way under the radar. It's really good. We played it last week.
Until you've had to use old school Aaliyah tokens, I don't want to hear anybody complain.
I don't even know what that means, Lance.
Like way back when Aaliyah was doing they were making all their games in Europe, like all of the cardboard was wafer thin. Like, I mean, like super like you get like a 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch square, and the cardboard was maybe a 1/16 of an inch. It was so tiny. Oh my gosh!
Oh, what?
Who moved the rock?
I was outside waiting for the car and never showed up.
The car never showed up. The car never showed up.
What's up, boys?
What's up, man?
Andy.
I had a night off, so I figured I'd come join.
Yeah, I'm showing my dedication while being here while doing my job. Big cool.
Okay. By the way, tiny tokens. You guys ever play Clippers? The tokens where you they're the tiniest little discs I've ever seen in a board game. You track where you're supposed to go to with your ship. Like, I'm supposed to go to this location. You put your token on it's less than it's like a pinhead. It's that small. I mean, and Alan Moon tells the story. He goes, he got his copy because Santa Fe. I don't know if anybody has played Santa Fe. Alan Moon, one of his best games. I don't know why it's not reprinted. I'm guessing he's probably saving it for a rainy day.
Well, it's Ticket to Ride, dude. He's not going to have a rainy day.
No, I know. There's no rainy days, but Santa Fe is fucking great. Like, if anybody has not played it, should play Santa Fe. But Clippers is the remake of it, and it came out in 2002, which he had not won Ticket to Ride SDJ yet. And he said when he got his copy of Clippers, like, this was an SDJ bait game, right? Like, it was made. He thought it was viable that it could win the SDJ. He got his designer copies. He opened it up and he punched it. And as soon as he punched it out, he goes, "That's when I knew I lost the SDJ, when it punched the tiniest I mean, it's
Tragic
it's
shit
the
right
pin of a
there.
head, the head of a pin size
No
token.
way.
If you go look at the picture, dude, look at the pictures. Let me
What
see if
was
I
the
can
name
find
of the game?
Clippers. Let me show you what it is. I've got a picture.
Scott, sorry, I got so aggrieved. I interrupted you. So, Bomb
Yeah,
Busters
sure.
chase them down.
Say what?
So, everyone should be getting a copy of Bomb Busters.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. Buy it now. It's gonna sell out.
Last weekend or weekend before last at Ludicon, we played. I finally got Empire's End to the table.
That's a fun
And
game.
it is, but
one's
the,
Oh,
the
yeah, Empire's
scoring
End. Yeah, it's
tokens
brutal.
are like
It's brutal.
minuscule, and I made them.
Well,
Oh.
so slap yourself.
Well, I couldn't make them any bigger because they would be bigger than the scoring slot. The
No, now
scoring
I'm
space.
angry. I'm angry.
Do you see these tokens?
I'm looking at them. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
tiny.
That's
That's pretty much-
smaller. It's smaller than the scoring pips on the board. It's
That's how
so
big the
small.
scoring tokens are on fucking Empire's End.
Oh, really? Yeah, it's he goes, that's the moment I knew I lost the STJ when I punched the token and it flew across the room. He's
And
like, I
you-
lost the STJ.
And you had to pull
I
it.
mean, because that game is good. Like, if you've never played it, it's a great system.
Well, here they have this picture with right next to a penny.
Oh, so good.
Oh my
Oh
god,
my god.
that is
So
funny.
great.
I'm surprised that if someone like Panda printed that, they would not let that fly.
I don't know. I mean, what would you say? It was 2002?
2002.
2002.
Yeah.
What was the publisher? That publisher, what was that? It
Uh,
was Eurogame Descartes.
publisher Descartes Editeur and Eurogames.
Eurogame Descartes, yeah.
Yeah, it's so long ago,
Anyway.
man. Like, I couldn't legally drink yet. Like, that's how freaking long ago that is.
2002.
Uh-huh.
Ah, you young bastard.
Yeah.
I was 20.
All right. Hey.
Well, you can legally drink in Ontario.
Hey.
Wait,
Yeah, but only maple syrup.
I gotta talk more board games.
Oh,
Did
I was
you
going to
see
say
they're
we got so
making a
many people.
movie
I
with
can
the
do
maple
like
syrup
before and
heist?
afters. But go ahead, board
Yeah,
game.
yeah, but we gotta finish the game talk, right? This is actually
Oh,
a
fine,
podcast
fine.
about games, right?
Okay, one sec.
I'm
They're
gonna-
making a
I'm gonna
movie
hold
about the
my
maple
beverage and
syrup
be back.
heist.
I'm gonna put it in my ears.
Say what, Matt?
You know that? So you know the maple syrup heist we had a bunch of years ago here, the Tractor
Yes.
Killer. They're
Yes.
Jamie Lee Curtis and a couple other people, a couple other actors I recognize but don't know names of, are in a movie, feature-length film about this heist coming out.
Great.
They made a board game about it too, didn't they?
Did they? I don't
Yeah.
know.
They made a board game
I
about the
remember-
maple syrup
Wasn't
heist.
there like there was a series about it, like heists movie show on Netflix. It's like one of the vignettes of this show that did like
What's it called? It's called, so the movie's called The Sticky.
the sticky. Well, I remember the vignette was like it was the syrup heist, and there was what was the other one? Like the Pappy whiskey stuff. You know what I'm talking about, the Pappy. Does anybody know the Pappy whiskey? It's not called Pappy. It's something Pappy. It's like a silly name, which I thought was fake, but it's real.
Pappy Jacks.
No, it's not. It's something like that, though. Let me find it.
Excuse me.
It's old Rip Van Winkle, something or other. I think it's
Oh,
Pappy
yeah.
Van Winkle.
Pappy
Pappy
Van Winkle.
Van-
Yeah, I've heard of
Pappy
that.
Van
I've heard of
Winkle. There was a Pappy Van Winkle heist as well.
that. You'll go blind drinking that stuff.
Well, the guy was like stealing like a case a year and selling it for like tens of thousands because that's how much it
Really?
costs. It's
Oh.
crazy. It commands that
Well,
kind of.
I have
price.
heard. That's where I've heard it. I've heard it on like.
But then it
movies,
started getting
television
bigger and
shows.
bigger and bigger, and he started. I don't know. There was more. I sort of lost the details, but
High rollers order
it's
shot.
a good. Yeah, exactly. Something like that.
It's like Louis Trez kind of thing that they order. It's the what is that? It's cognac. No, it's yeah, I think it's cognac.
Louis 14th or something.
Louis 13th maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't drink anymore, so I don't care.
You don't
So I
drink any
played-
less either.
So I played. So I played 4 games of Civolution split up into 1 full game and 3 third games. And I really
Like
like
one
it.
full game split up into 4 games.
No, I played 1 full game and 3
Partial?
thirds of the game. Yeah, 3 partial games where I taught it and then played. Well,
Oh,
I
yeah.
learned it on the first one, taught it terribly on the second one. People should not be happy with that teach. The second time I taught it, no problem. And then the fourth time I taught it was smooth as glass.
Like, have you
Taught it in 20 minutes.
Well, don't bust your arm patting yourself on the back.
Okay. That game is
I taught it smooth as glass.
that game. Well, when you learn that game, let me know how long it takes you to learn it. My
We were
third,
supposed to
fourth,
teach
my
you,
fourth
but you
teach-
never did.
I
so
know,
thanks
but you
for
never
nothing.
you were never around.
Oh, yeah.
I tried to get it going many
Ever,
times.
ever there.
Me and Evan played it at 2 a.m.
little cake reference there? Nice.
Folks, I have a question from my wife.
Hmm.
Takes all preference here. So my sister is visiting with her 3-year-old. She has requested that I teach her 3-year-old a board game.
3-year-old.
3. What do I get?
There's
Yeah,
I
a-
mean, find a copy of Go Away Monster. That's
Yeah.
Go Away
it.
Do you
Monster?
have
Yep, that's the
Lupin,
money
Lupin
one.
Louie?
Do you have the Flea Circus game?
I have none of those. So Lupin
Circus
Louie,
Locati?
Go Away Monster.
No, Go Away Monster was a standby for when my kids were that age.
There's
Yep.
a Star Trek, there's a Star Wars version too called Lupin Chewie.
That was fun
Twilight
as well.
Imperium
But that's
4.
gonna take so much manual dexterity. Lupin
Yeah, you
Lupin
won't
Louie
be
or
able-
Chewie.
Eye face.
I
Oh,
mean,
no,
that's
don't you
but
dare.
that's got
Don't
too
you
much
dare bring
game.
that to my house.
Go Away Monster literally is each person has a cardboard thing that has like a spot for each spot of the bedroom. A spot for your bed, a spot for like your chest of drawers, just whatever. There's like 4 or 5 of them, and there's enough cardboard pieces for everybody to pull a cardboard piece out of the bag and put it into the spot on their bedroom. And so and it's a kind of a race to see if you can get everything in your all your pieces in your bedroom. But also there are cardboard pieces inside the bag that are like funny little monsters. And so the whole thing is that you reach in the bag, you pull out a piece of cardboard, and if you get a piece for your bedroom, you get to put it onto your puzzle. And it's super easy. And a 3-year-old can figure it out. But if they reach in and you grab a monster, everybody yells, "Go away, monster!" and you throw it back in the bag. It's like, and so the kids get excited about, like, oh, what are you gonna pick? And then there's the parrot. The monsters are very obviously different shapes, so you can find it. So like, you can absolutely let the kids win if you want to let them win, but also you can get the, oh my gosh, is it gonna be? And then you can be like, oh no, it's a monster, and then the kids yells, "Go away, monster!" and you put it back in the bag. It's Go Away Monster.
Can confirm. Spectacular.
It's a
Sold.
Relatively inexpensive too.
Yeah,
It's
it looks like it's game right, so it's got to be everywhere.
yep.
yeah.
It's a gem.
All right. Well, thank you, gentlemen. That is exactly what I will have ready to go. And Scott, if you could send the BGG jet to bring Lance
Sure.
out here to teach it.
DJ.
Where do you live?
Well,
San
he
Jose.
lives,
right
he lives
near
in
the airport.
California, baby. He's
right near the
California
airport.
dreaming.
Oh, that's on the circuit. That's on the circuit. Be fine.
Oh, the BGG jet
It doesn't go to the it doesn't go to
around.
the East Coast,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
that's why I never get to go anywhere.
Ah!
I set you up. Well, does anybody want to hear about Civolution, or should I just shut up?
Yeah,
Yes, I
talk
do.
about it. Talk about
I
it.
keep hearing about it.
So it is a dice worker placement game.
Tell
Two
us to the
dice.
mountain, Scott.
So you roll dice, and you have 6 of them. You do 2 at a. You're doing in pairs. There are 17 actions. It's kind of crazy.
17.
Times 3.
Is
that
it
right?
a long game?
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
18,
11, 12.
19 actions times 3. I think I'm doing the math right. And they all can be upgraded. It's pretty great. I think it's great. However, if you roll lucky, you will crush, because you have to use a lot of, in my game, half my turns were basically using dice mitigation powers, right? Or trying to get dice mitigation powers. And one person rolled lucky and did all their stuff they wanted to do without using much mitigation. So that's kind of a little bit of a flaw. If you care that, I mean, because it's kind of a heavy game. It's like an hour-long teach the first time. Maybe not quite an hour, but probably close to. If you want to understand every intricacy of the game, I can do it in 20. We'll skip over a bunch of
20?
stuff.
Are you coming to PAX?
I can do it in 20.
Like
I'm not doing
glass.
I'm not gonna
Like, yeah,
like
yeah, like
smooth as
glass.
glass. I did it, man. I'm proud of it. They all understood the game fully and did not ask me hardly any questions the whole time. But it's got this steep learning curve. But once you get over the hump, it's not that hard. It really isn't. But you're basically rolling dice, building your civilization. Um,
See what
you're
you did.
building this tableau of powers, like technologies. You're upgrading your powers. You're exploring the world. You're doing some exploration. You're settling on the different land masses. You're building statues to the god of Agira, which is that's another thing of the game people will not like. There is what's called a lucky die roll. It's like a mechanic, like it's got a pink symbol. If you roll it, if you do something with the lucky die roll, you have to roll for it. If you hit it, you get it. If you don't, you miss.
Oh my god, I love everything about that. And
Yeah.
so many people I know would be like, "You get right the hell out of here with that rule." Oh,
Yeah, it's weird because it's a pretty darn heavy game and it's got a lot of luck because you basically like, hey, I found a piece of gold in the hills. Like, oh, you rolled a one. But you can mitigate that too. You can upgrade it and make it easier, or you can get more dice, get more options. So
who
anyway,
publishes this?
Pegasus, Deep Print,
I just feel.
Deep Print. Yeah, I think in the US it's Deep Print. I think it'll do well. It will have its fans, but it will also have its detractors. I think the heaviest of the heavy will not enjoy it. It is a table hog, Chad. Trying to think of anything else about it.
Yeah, it looked like you guys were running out of room when you were playing it.
Yeah, I mean, we played on one of Berkey's toppers, and it like filled the whole thing to the edge, right, edge to edge, and there was not a lot of extra space.
To the edge, baby.
Yep. Anyway, that's it for Civolution.
I went on a I had a fabulous dinner with Aldi at Chewy's, which was amazing.
Oh, Tui's is great.
So
Yeah, it was fun. It was
that was a nice evening out with Mr. Bonacore, and my boss came along, and
Did you go on the
So-
patio again?
we were
No,
inside.
we were the inside.
I got my fresh warm and hot tortilla from the nice lady
It's
while
got
we
its
were
free
waiting for
tortilla.
her.
Yeah, he did.
I was
That's
pretty excited
yeah,
about that.
tortillas are probably rare up where Lance lives.
No, well, I mean, a freshly made hot one.
No, I
Yes.
wasn't making fun of you. I mean, I am a little bit because like I could like walk outside right now and get 30, but like no, that was serious. That's
Oh.
Lance, how many earthquakes have you had in Minnesota?
Well, I mean, when I jump up and down, but other than that,
but that's just a localized one, you know.
yeah.
That's like a 1.7. There's no
Well,
big
that's
deal.
that, but that's usually actually it's been shown that actually causes the earthquakes in California. So,
It just goes real deep.
yeah, exactly. Well, that's what your wife tells me anyway.
Hey,
So, hey-o,
I played a lot of the gang. Did you play the gang, Lance?
I played the gang before, I guess, but
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
played
yeah.
a lot. Keith and his group loved it. Then we played it till like 2:30 a.m. It was just they were like, "Well, let's do it, try one more time." You know, it's hard. It's a hard game. It's challenging. But if you haven't heard of the gang, it's cooperative Texas Hold'em.
Oh, I played that at Ludicon. That was awesome.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
oh
Yeah, it's
yeah, I've
pretty
been
cool.
hearing about it. It just
Yeah.
sounds not fun, but everyone says it's fun, so I'm willing to accept I'm wrong.
I also played.
It's pretty fun because you what you do is you deal the cards, right? So you deal out at Texas Hold'em, and then what you do is you have these chips of ranks out, like 1 through let's say 6 players, 6 ranks of chips. If you think you're the highest rank of the cards, you grab the 6th chip, but someone can take it from you if they think they're higher. So you kind of do this juggling act of like, well, I guess I'll go down to the 5. You know, you look at your hand and you're like, oh, maybe that's not as good as you think, and then each round you do that up till the final round, and if you are exactly right with your rankings, you win. So you do this kind of like juggling act of, you know, because people can go up and, you know, their hand can go up or down, you know, based on, you know, poker. One thing you got to do though is everybody's got to know the hands. I misplayed a straight and thought I was a 6. I was like
Well, I
missing the
had my
queen.
little
I was
cheat
missing a
card.
queen. I'm like, oops, the queen is not there.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it was not good. But that messes it up. So if people have to know poker, but it'll help you learn poker if you don't know poker.
I mean, I don't know. It seems like that's the game for the people who like poker. You know, like my big old dungeon crawl fans. I'm not gonna be like, hey, come learn
It's a
Texas
pretty
Hold'em.
good, but it's a pretty good feeling though. Just when you get it right, like
Mhm.
it pays off. You feel good.
Yeah.
And there's cards in the game. If you don't win, you can basically modify it to make it easier for you. And
I
if you
see.
win, you can get cards to make it harder. Like little power cards. Otherwise, you could just play it with a deck of cards. You don't need a special. And by
What's
the way,
what's the game with the little wooden tokens where you can stack them to make trees and you have to like oh fuck. You have to like make the patterns from cards and then you can
Life of
put
the Amazonia.
what's that?
Life of the Amazonia.
oh,
No,
harmonies,
it's what's that?
harmonies.
Harmonies. We
Oh,
played
okay.
that. We played
Look,
that
Harmonies can get out of here. Life of the Amazonia is where it's at,
oh,
What's
the
the
Same
life of the
meeples on that are
Amazonia?
really nice too.
but better.
What's the
Stand
life of
by.
the Amazonia?
I mean, it's the same type of thing. Like you're making your little
Pattern map.
little area of the rainforest, but it's a bag builder.
A
You know,
bag builder.
you have, a tree next to this, then you can put a frog if you have, enough food and enough water, whatever, to
Mhm.
let it
Oh
come
yeah,
out.
yeah. That was a nice cover.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
and
And
doesn't it have like a 3D board too, like a.
no, the board's flat, but it has animeeples and you can
Oh, I
get
see. Yeah, those
the
are nice.
upgraded bits. It is without question the most beautiful game I own. And like I own a lot of Peter Vaughan cardboard alchemy games, which are stunning, and this just is just gorgeous.
I'm gonna
Most
tell
beautiful game.
Peter.
What was that?
I'm gonna tell Peter.
It's
You said
okay. I
that.
just told Peter to come on. Like just now. I was like, Peter, why aren't you here?
Yeah, he's got to talk about.
The meeples are beautiful.
Oh my gosh. Just in the upgraded bits, it's stunning.
Like look
It's
at this. This is just fucking gorgeous.
yeah, and at the end you have your own little rainforest, which is just
Oh yeah.
it's just gorgeous. I can't believe the BGG library doesn't have it. Shame on you.
Did we not? But did it come
I
out
don't
at
know.
Essen?
I have no idea.
Yeah. We might have it. How do you
Yeah,
know?
for
Did you
shame,
check?
Scott.
Did you
For
look it
shame.
up?
Well, I mean,
For
look, if you don't
shame.
have the upgraded bits though, you're a peasant.
I don't know. Let me say.
For shame.
So, Lance, my buddy who told me I had to bug you about covering the uh oh now I'm brain farting Tsukiyumi.
Mm.
We've played many times with those expansions, and he loves it because he just beats the crap out of me over and over. And apparently, the space chimps are the best faction ever.
So he says.
So he says. So
What
he
does he
says.
know?
I don't know enough to kick my ass.
Yeah, that's a
Life of the
good game.
Life of the
It's
Amazonia was. Or is it called Life of the Amazonia? Yeah.
yeah.
7 times it was checked out at BGGCon.
It's a slow game. It's a slow
If
build.
we
Harmonies
want
was
to
checked out
believe your stats.
Harmonies was checked out 95 times.
Yeah, well, because people don't
Let's
even
Go to
know.
Japan was checked out 116.
Get out of here.
I just
Go
posted the
Japan is a
stats.
great
Here,
game to
like,
play once.
let me show you the stats.
Oh,
It was something to talk about.
gosh. Look, Lunar Resh better be on that list at the bottom.
I'm sure it was. You don't need to see the F12. Hold on. Stop.
I'm kind of sad we didn't see some like weird all these personal pictures he takes of himself. I'm glad we didn't see that, but I'm kind of sad we didn't see that.
You're glad you didn't see any of those.
Hey, look, I'm accepting. I'm in California.
California.
All right, is it coming through?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Is it, wait, is it?
Yeah.
You checked it out 116 times.
Nerd.
The gang. All right, let's go to Japan. Harmonies, the gang.
Arcs. Wow, that's a
So
lot.
the,
Arcs. That's a
the
fucking
interesting thing is that these two games came out earlier this year, so that it's not all about the brand new games. Didn't Let's Go to Japan come out like in the spring? I think it
Something
did.
like that.
And Harmonies did too. The gang, Arcs, Civolution 88 times 70 for River Valley Glassworks.
Woo!
Stamp Swap 63, Tower Up 63, Cities 62. I heard
I guess
Cities
it
is
makes me an asshole for not covering Stamp Swap when Jamie offered it to me.
You anti-philatelist, you.
That's big words for Canada.
We're nothing but big words up here.
Gnome Hollow 61. Oh, Castle Combo is quite good too, by the way.
What is
I don't
that?
forget. It's like
It's
a nice
not-
little. It's a really nice little drafting game, and just you're building a tableau of like 3x3.
Cute.
Yeah, it's really easy. It's super simple. It's by the people who, I mean, it's the same publisher as Far Away. Different designer though.
I have those same keys. I bought them for props too.
Slay the Spire 56, Rebirths 52, Black Forest 51. Oh, Rings and Things is a great game, by the
Yeah,
way.
we
We played that.
Oh
It
yeah,
is
Things
so
and Rings is
good.
a blast. But I will say, 47 times for Things and Rings, it means nothing because
No?
that's a
Not
10-minute
enough.
game. No, yeah, it's a 10-minute
Ours
game.
took like a half hour. We played for like a half an hour.
Well, get smart. I don't know.
I
If
know
you
we
tell
were,
them.
we felt dumb. We felt so dumb. We're like just tossing things into the rings, and we're like, I think it works. No, it doesn't work. Why doesn't it work?
Snow
That was like
did
the
all
hardest. It was the hardest rule set ever. River of Gold, Andromeda's Edge, Sky Team, In the Footsteps of Marie Curie.
See now,
Which I
Andromeda's
played.
Edge
I
being
didn't.
checked out 43 times. That
that's
means
that's
something to
some
me.
serious business there.
That's a lot of damn game.
How many copies do you have of that
Which one?
Andromeda's Edge?
I think Peter gave us 6,
Okay, so divide
and
that
we
by
had 2 in the hot games room. So
that's still pretty severe. Like
and those don't count. Like the hot games room games don't count.
Oh,
here.
so a 4. That's like 12.
So it-
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That's like
yeah.
11
It-
plays each of those copies
Yeah,
over the 5
over the
days.
course of 5 days. Yeah.
Shit.
There's Bomb Busters and Tarsia, which I wanted to play that. I didn't get
Never
around
heard
to.
of that one.
Yeah, it's a Kramer and Kiesling game, or Kiesling. It's just Kiesling. So it's like an Azulish type game. It looks
Okay.
nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's pretty.
yeah, it's pretty.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to play it. Yeah, there's a back of the box picture, but it looks kind of like Azul. It's not though, of course. People, I heard a lot of good things about Flatiron. I never got around to it. Hey, there's Charcuterie, friend of the show, Michael Gugliano.
Yeah.
A buddy of mine bought a copy of that because he was like, "You're the hungry gamer. This is a board game."
You should be eating it.
Yeah, you know, the number of people that send me emails asking for me to cover their game, like, it's about food, bitch. You should cover it. Let's see.
Let's see anything here that sticks out. Oh, we played this Wilmot's Warehouse.
I've
Do you
heard
think
it's
you could?
fascinating.
Do you think you could memorize 35 items on a 2D grid and place them in less than 5 minutes after? Do you think you could do that?
Not with this age.
This game makes you do it, and it works. We did it perfectly. You do a story. You create a story as you put the pieces down, and then you have a 5-minute timer or less. We did it in 2, and place all of the pieces. You get this whole stack of cards, and you have to put them on top of where you put them. There, and it works. And I probably could tell you the story we made up right now if I needed to.
That
Yes,
is not something to do.
It's
after
nuts.
coming back from a dinner with drinks.
Guys, I have to call
No,
it for
but
pause. We
I bet
cannot
you'd be
find Go
surprised.
Away Monster anywhere.
Landslide, it's out of print.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
it might be out of print, but you can probably find a copy somewhere.
No, we can't. For
Go to
$90.
Noble Night. Maybe Noble Night.
No, they don't have it. All right. Any other recommendations? Lance, you want to mail me your copy? I'll mail it back to you after she's gone.
What? Which game are you looking for?
Something to play for with a 3-year-old, which was the best recommendation was Go Away Monster.
Anyway, there you
Wait, no, I want to see the bottom.
Oh, I thought we were talking about
No,
Go Away
no, go
Monster.
back.
No, sorry.
Oh my God. That's okay.
It's like
We're
crisis
back
mode
to
in the house
yeah,
that I
yeah,
can't get this
yeah,
game.
sure. Got it.
But we're multitasking. Go back. I
All
How
right,
long
saw-
are we
so
looking for?
Nocturne, Cascadia, Compile, Apiary, Nocturne, Little Alchemist. Well, so the Wilmot's Warehouse is pretty cool. It's basically like a Memory Palace game, and it works.
So
Endeavor Deep Sea.
Mennefer, I've been seeing lots of pictures of that lately. You might know
Yeah,
anything about it?
it's pretty heavy. Steph and uh Michael played it, and they said it was good, but it's got a lot of stuff. I mean, look, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It took I kept coming back to them, and they hadn't even, it was like maybe an hour, and they hadn't even started yet, but they were cold reading it from the rules. So
That's a nightmare.
that's challenging to do at PGG Con. I mean, look at that board. That is just crazy.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw the Inferno. Inferno is a cool
It
game.
says 60 to 100. Yeah, I don't know if I believe that.
Yeah,
Oh, I played Inferno.
yeah, I mean, I saw Inferno up there too. That's a cool game, but it's a lot.
It is a lot. There's fishing, Metaphor,
Donut shop.
Creature for Caravans New. Far
Yeah, that's
away
a fun
there.
game. My wife loves Creature Caravan.
Okay, I should try it. SETI.
I like it a lot.
So
as well.
SETI was in hot games also, and we had a lot of copies of that. But
Far Away is an awesome game.
I don't know
Yeah,
anything
it
about
is.
that one.
Yeah, it's really solid. It's the same as the Castle Combo, same publisher. But SETI was like hot games, and the games can take like 4 to 6 hours.
Yeah, that Peter
So-
Bone brought that up to my house the other weekend, and we played it. It was fun. Like I got wrecked, but it's a cool game. It looks great on the table. Sparks.
Duck and Cover. Duck and Cover is a nice little. Here's the thing. You know what? Can you get a copy of Duck and Cover? You could probably teach 3-year-olds. I don't know. 3-year-olds seems a little low. But it's a numbers game, and you have to
How
move them
about
around.
the one with the people you have to like identify, like hello, or what is it? With all the little tabs that. What the hell is it?
Or go to the head of the class or whatever.
No, I'll think about it.
Or
Baldy, you should go to California and you can teach Civolution.
Yeah, to the 3-year-old.
to the 3-year-old.
Like glass.
Yes, biggest class. Shut up.
He doesn't say much, but when he does,
He brought
it's
it back.
cutting and brutal.
The new Power Grid was supposedly pretty good. Did
There's
not
a
get
new
chance.
Power Grid?
Yeah, Outpost. It's on the moon.
That's one of my favorite games.
Yeah, it's supposedly really good. Looks nice too.
I'm gonna have to see if I can get a copy of that. Dungeon Cart.
What's the somebody was mentioning the Sparks game, and I did not get a chance to
Yeah,
play
I
it.
just released
The
a review
Sparks?
of it. It's good. I mean, when you compare it to some of the other games that Ospi's done, like Revive
Yeah.
and The Magnificent,
Yeah.
it doesn't stack up. But it's
It's
a
not a-
pretty fun little quick game. I mean, that's an hour or under game,
Okay.
easy. It's cute. It's cute.
Forges of Ravenshire, Rasafa, Lure.
That
Still-
Discovering
still-
Ignis game, I have it. I haven't been able to get to it yet.
Oh, this is a great game. This is way under the radar. I think it's amazing. I love it. It's basically about making broken combos.
I like that.
Yeah, Keith rocked us. I mean, it was just crazy. He was just crushing, and we were like, "Oh man, I don't think there's anything we can do." Now, is that a good thing in the game or not? I don't know. It's fun though. You basically you're making these artifacts and you're putting them in tableaus that you're just running they're sort of like a program. And
Oh, that looks nice.
you have 6 in a row. Like you can stack 6 in each. Let me see if I can find a good picture of it in play to show it. Yeah, those are all just
That's
pieces.
pretty.
No, the game is really good
Nice-
and it's
it's got
solid.
nice
I mean,
bits,
we had
like,
fun with it.
They asked me if I would cover it. I was like, look, I'm probably not till January, but it's everything that I like.
Wow.
So
These are all production shots. I can't really quite show the game, but you're basically building a tableau. And then you're sort of like running those tableaus, or chaining the tableau. It's really good, and every artifact is unique, and you can make all kinds of interesting combos. It's really good. I like it. Yeah, there's one of the cards basically. So when you make it's an artifact, right? And when you build it or repair it, it goes in your tableau. You can either cash it in immediately for and sell it for the reward, which are all the rewards are really good, or you can see how it's got like a little tab under here that you tuck underneath your tableau, and you start. You can use the bottom half of the card. So multi-use cards. Yeah, there's not a ton of pictures of the cards, but it needs more pictures. Yeah, there we go. That's so repair cost. If you sell it, you get this ability, which is a good ability, or you can have this permanent ability in your tableau that you can run each time you take that action. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
Really
I'm really looking forward to it. If you were at PAX, I'd say we'll play, but you're
Not going to
you're
PAX.
the worst.
Do you guys know about this oldie murders in the building game? Anybody heard of it?
No,
Came out of nowhere.
I'm pretty hardcore against stuff like that, but
Supposedly it's pretty
Stuff
good.
like what? IP stuff?
yeah.
It's
I mean,
so
if
it's
it's not, if
Prospero
it's not,
Hall.
all right, look, so I'm gonna sound such a hypocrite. Like I love Battlestar Galactica with the right group of people, but then I like only murders in the like a Steve Martin IP. That doesn't strike me as a as a
Next
board.
up, we have The Jerk, the board game.
Oh
look
my,
pretty
no,
good.
okay. You know what? I
The
take it back.
Amigos, the board game.
You know,
Hey,
Lance, you're right. I would play a co-op Three Amigos. And a second.
Dusty Bottoms, baby.
Dude, Funko Games will do it, man. They'll put it in that square box about this size, this thick, sell it for like $5-6. If it sells well, they'll jack up the price to $9. They release like 5 or 6 of those a year.
So, Aldi, you'll be happy to know that on BGG, a board game called Spring Sign had a contest for create a character.
Yep.
And people voted. And it's this anthropomorphic animal prairie town game. And I put a
Okay.
picture of my dog, and I was like, my dog should be in the game. It
Yes.
won,
Nice.
and I got the not quite done.
Hold on, I can't see it because I'm sharing my. Are we done with
Oh,
this? Or
you're sharing. That's right.
are we done with this? Or
We're down to
Yeah.
18. Sure.
Daitoshi was another game I want to play. Did you guys see this one? It's pretty cool looking.
Never heard of it.
Devere, Danny Garcia. He's the
Did
designer.
nobody take out
Barcelo-
Asian Tigers?
Barcelona. It was in the hot games room, so it doesn't have any checkouts.
Hey, when I was at Ludicon, I saw this game and it looked really neat. It was called Noon Attack.
Noon Attack.
Nunatak.
TAK. Noon Attack. Yeah, I've heard of it before.
Kwanchai did the art. It's Kane
I'm
Klenko did the game.
Oh yeah, I know this game.
It looks
Yeah, it looks
really neat.
I wonder if that was in our library.
And then Mandy and I played this game
Oh,
where
It was in the library. Got checked 9 times.
oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah.
We played this
Right.
game where it was a co-op game where you had to stop two factions from killing each other.
Yeah.
It was
Oh, is
part
that
of
Ironwood?
which
No,
one?
no, Ironwood's not co-op.
Ironwood? Oh, it's co-op. Oh,
It
I think
was
what we're
part of
talking
it.
about.
Part of a series of from other games.
Is it Inori?
Maybe? How do you spell that?
No, that wasn't Inori. Is it Evian? Elvion?
Yes.
Evian?
Yes.
The Bear and the Badger?
Maybe.
Like, there's a ton of these. You played it?
Oh, maybe not this one.
No.
It had like a map book where you open it up and you have to. Oh,
God, I
shit.
know what you're talking about. I can't remember it. I know what you're talking about. I can't remember it.
Oh yeah, it was fun. We sucked at it, but it was fun.
If you think of a name, let me know.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, it was a good year. There was a lot of good games.
Oh,
Oh,
great.
yeah.
I'm super sad that I missed it.
Yeah, one of these days I'll
You were
go.
missed
It's
there,
just a
Matt.
weird in the middle of the school year, but
You gotta come next year.
I'd
I
make
will.
the best video.
It's
Oh,
on the docket for next year.
Sorry, what was that one?
I said, it's the middle of the school year. I said, but I'd make you the best con recap video. You'd be like, oh my god, that's amazing.
But you're going to PAX. Is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
vacation?
No,
Or you on
but I
vacation?
only have to miss one day of
Oh, that's
school.
right. Because mine's 5 days. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
missed at least 3 days.
it's moving up there is what I want to do. But but there you go. My dog in the game.
Oh, that's amazing.
He's
That's
the
great.
town food critic.
That was a
Spoiler.
BGG. That was a BGG contest.
Uh-huh. Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah. She
Very
likes
cool.
everything except arugula. That's garbage.
Well, don't we all? I hate it too.
Oh, really? Oh, I love arugula.
I hate
It's
it.
fun.
I can't
she
stand it.
loves everything, but arugula, she's like, "Ooh, give me that." She's like, "Blah."
I'm the same way. I'll be.
But yeah, yes, that was straight off of BGG. My dog is now in a third board game because of BGG. Oh, we lost him. Good.
No,
Let's
I'm
talk.
right here. He ain't lost shit. Oh, you're talking about him.
Lance, we can't lose you. What would we do?
I don't know. You'd figure something out. Well, as soon as he gets back, we'll do before and afters. I don't have initials. I have before and afters tonight.
What are before and afters? I've never been on for that.
Before and afters are when I give you two things that are jammed together, in a way that like you like, for example, um, uh,
Anthony,
yeah,
Marvin Harrison Ford.
yeah. Well, that's the classic one that I always do. But I mean, but I would say, like if the clue was Han Solo works for an auto manufacturer, you'd say Harrison Ford Motors.
Oh, okay.
See,
Oh,
Ford.
we said that
So
is-
Harrison Ford and Ford Motors, there's a thing that ties them together in the middle. So it's before and
Gotcha.
after.
I remember in
it's-
Clueless, one of the young teenagers in Clueless, the movie. He's like, "Oh yeah, my dad owns Harrison Ford," and somebody says, "What? The actor?" He's like, "No, the dealership."
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna suck at this.
Well, but here's the clue, and Anthony will just get all these, of course, because his mind works. It's a Jeopardy thing. It's a Jeopardy thing that they do, but it'll be all of these will have as part of the clue the answer. It is a board game, so they will have a board game involved in the process or not.
Got it.
As soon as Aldi gets back, we'll do it. I don't know.
So I missed the very beginning of the show, obviously. So Lance, if you had what was the top game you played at BGG, you think?
Well, I was Station Paul. That was the most fun. It was nothing new, but it was fun. You know. So I mean,
I think of that game like Battlestar with the right group of people. It's a blast.
well, I would love to play it without 7,000 people. I mean, like, because both times I played it, it's been with 9 people, and that's
Ugh.
that's a lot. That's a lot of people.
Yeah, when I played it was with 3, and that was fantastic.
It
Really
takes
good.
so long to get back to your turn, you forget what everybody's doing, and you can't really follow what everybody's doing. So you're just kind of like, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, Lance, so week before, I picked up a Stream Deck to do different stuff for audio and stuff for our D&D games.
Yeah.
Andrew ordered my DM ordered an IR multi-touch overlay for the TV that we use, so we
Ooh.
could actually do real-time fog of war for the minis.
That's
Nice.
neat.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be really cool.
Wait. So you're playing in person and you have a digital table?
Yep.
Oh.
For
Dang.
those of you people who still use a grid, we have been using Theater of the Mind since we first started playing, and we have continued playing Theater of the Mind.
Lance, that's because when you started, they didn't have pencils.
Ah, 'cause
So
I'm
we do
old.
a mixture of my DM has a 3D printer, so he prints a lot of terrain as well. So this is last week or week before last.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, it was cool.
Now, those crates and barrels look great.
Yeah, they're amazing. And then this is the week before that.
Ooh,
Where's the table though?
that crane thing's cool.
Um,
See, when it
Yeah.
happens in your mind, it's even better.
I can't find it. Anyways, how do I?
Wow, the Tootsie Roll. That's amazing.
Yeah, the Tootsie Roll. That's
I know you guys fucking hate Tootsie. Is it Will that hates Tootsie Rolls?
Yeah, they're trash.
No, they're
yeah,
not.
I think they're trash too.
They
I-
are.
Yeah,
They
not a
are
fan.
a noble candy.
Look, when good candies make it to Canada, you will understand.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Oh, garbage. Angriest I've ever been at one of my best friends. And we're like, oh, it's Halloween. We were out of candy. Bring something. He's like, I'll bring my favorite. He brought Tootsie Rolls. Like, what the fuck?
I thought you were gonna say, well, something else, but I'm sure it's equally as bad.
I said gummies.
Yeah,
Ooh.
gummies.
Gummies. Gummy worms. Bleh.
We have similar tastes in candy. I'm also
And
not a
I've
big
never
fan
been a
of
fan of
worms.
gummy. I mean, I'll eat the occasional Swedish fish, you know, but
Oh, Swedish fish are good. The
yeah,
blue.
but it's like, but I can eat like two and then I'm done. I'm like, ah, that's enough.
Yeah.
I
You guys
only
have
eat
the
them
blue big
ironically.
feet as well. The blue
Sour
big
Patch. I'll do Sour Patch.
sure.
Love Sour
But-
Patch. I
But
love
it's mostly
circus
for the
peanuts.
sour, not the patch.
How about
When
the
my-
peaches? How about the fuzzy peaches?
When my
That
son
sounds
was younger,
horrible.
he liked those white and blue sharks, those gummy
Oh.
sharks.
Mm-hmm.
Does he like
These are-
candy corn too?
Candy corn is good. You shut your damn mouth.
Candy corn's awful. I still remember the day like when my son was probably 4, and so my other kid was like 9, and we went to my dad's to like I was like, oh, I'm gonna go to my dad's house and watch the Vikings play, and we got there and the kids are kind of bouncing around and doing whatever, and I was like, he's like, oh, my dad says, let's see if Grandpa has some candy. He comes downstairs with a bowl of Necco wafers and candy corn. I was like, what?
You're talking to a guy that likes
do you have
Halloween
a bowl?
kisses.
Do you have a bowl of hard candy that's all stuck together? You know, just to complete the trifecta of old man candy.
Well, did he have Werther's original?
Hey, don't knock a Werther's original.
Hey, look, I'm not. I actually like Werther's original. Those are tasty.
Yeah, me too.
But that is the ultimate old man candy.
Do you like the chewy ones or the hard ones?
Get out of my face. The hard ones.
My dad almost
There's
always
chewy
has
ones.
Yeah, there's chewy ones.
Yeah,
Oh
for
my god,
peasants.
Yeah, I've seen the chewy.
that's a
ones.
game changer.
I remember one of my favorite things in the world was going with my dad when he went to the liquor store, because the liquor store had a Broncos package place, which had a guy riding a horse and a big giant like the olden days when they had like the 3-dimensional giant thing on top of it, like that was the thing. Instead of like, and that was at Broncos package place, he would go in and he'd get his whatever 6-pack of old Schmidt or in a bottle and a something of whiskey or whatever, and then the guy would always hand me a handful of root beer barrels, and he was like, "Here you go," and I'm like, "Oh, root beer barrels."
Oh,
To this day, my dad still carries around root beer barrels.
Yeah,
He's like,
my
I'll see him
brother.
pop one in his mouth, and I was like, "You got another one?" He's like, "Oh, that was my last one." I was like,
Liar.
"What the fuck, Dad? You
Yeah,
gotta have
my-
more than one."
My brother used to love those. We used to go to when we lived in South Carolina, we'd go to Pawleys Island, which is like Myrtle Beach basically, but lamer. And we go to this old timey candy store, and my brothers would always get the root beer barrels or Coke
You
bottles.
gotta get dad's root beer barrels. I mean, those are the king. I'll say this: I did the exact same
Is that
thing
like
that
a birch bark or whatever. What do you call it?
yeah.
Birch bark.
I'll do the I got to give Anthony credit, and I was gonna give Anthony credit anyway, even if he wasn't here. I was gonna butter his buns without him being here. But ever since I went to a convention and he had like little tablets of emergency and like other things like that. I mean, after you just pop in these little things basically to keep so you can you're basically just eating vitamin C all day long, and but also it's like keeps your throat, because you're sucking on something and you're just like, okay, like next to no con crud whatsoever. I was like, I had like on Monday I had like it was one of those things where it's like, do I feel okay? I was like, I was a little tired, a little more tired than normal, but Nothing. No con crud. No nothing.
I had a little something on Monday and Tuesday, but I'm okay today.
I swear by it now. I mean, maybe it might just all be in my melon. It might.
That's in your
it might-
melon.
Hey, no,
It
no,
might-
Lance, it works. It works. It works. It works. Don't bring any doubt into your mind.
So I
Yeah, I
mean,
love vitamin C. Stuff's great.
I'm probably pissing it out as fast as I'm taking it, but you know.
Whatever, whatever. So, Lance, quick question. So, for the old fashions that I bring to PAX,
Yeah.
you have a choice. I'm giving you the choice.
He's not going.
Would you prefer black walnut, peach, lemon, or traditional?
Just go traditional. Once you start messing with the thing, just go traditional.
Well, black walnut's what I had at Gen Con.
Just traditional, and bring me my own thermos. Thanks.
Oh, Aldi.
I thought you weren't going to PAX.
I have to go to PAX.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay.
Oh,
Sorry.
can you bring me?
What was the game?
We're having a booth, and I'm the only employee, so it's just
Lance, can you bring
Job
me a
security.
solo mode for After
absolutely
the Empire?
yeah. Actually, I'll send one to you before I even leave.
Aldi. It was Dawn of Peacemakers.
I remember Dawn of Peacemaker.
I remember that. I never got to play it.
It was fun.
I mean, they got a new one. Whatever it is, it's the same.
Yeah, there's a new one too, right?
Is
Yeah.
there?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's supposedly fixed the problems with the original.
Oh,
all right.
The problem
way,
with the original was it was
I
like
got one more game, and we should play
Oh.
this.
What
We
is
played
it?
this for 2 hours on Saturday night till 3 a.m.
we can play it online.
Kinda. Yeah, it's called That's Dope. It's the party game. Or Strong Opinions.
All
The
right.
designer was at the show, and I bought a copy, and we played it. And I'm like, oh, let's just try it out, see what it's like. And we played it for like 2 hours. Anyway,
Here we go. Here's before and after.
Let's do it.
It's just you gotta yell out your name like as before. But
what are the rules again? I can't remember.
it's you know what they are. You yell your name out, then you guess.
What's the
And I'm gonna-
example you use?
Like I just gave him one. Han Solo visits an auto manufacturer, Harrison Ford Motors.
Got it.
But here's the thing. Each one of these, as part of the answer, is going to have a board game in it. All right.
Okay.
So here we go. Item number 1. There's 15 of them. A storytelling adventure while singing Procol Harum's hit song.
Who?
Anthony knows it. He just a
I
storytelling
can't get the first part.
a storytelling adventure while singing Procol Harum's hit song.
Is it Tales of the Arabian Nights or anything like that?
No, it can't be. That's not their hit song.
No, I'm just saying the first part.
Oh, I hate you, Lance.
Who the fuck
What's
is
the
Procol
song?
Harum?
I know the damn song. What the hell's the adventure?
A storytelling adventure.
If
while
you tell me that,
singing
I'll give you the other
Procol
one.
Harum's hit song.
What's the song?
Is there a game that ends in white?
Or pale or shade? Like what the fuck?
The song is whiter shade of pale.
Yeah,
A
great
whiter
song.
shade of pale.
Oh, actually, how about this? A storytelling adventure while singing a lyric from Procol Harum's hit song.
Okay.
Those are a lot of words I don't
I
know.
don't know.
Just all mushed together.
Will, is there a Knights of the Round Table?
No.
Knights of White Satin,
Is it Tales of Arthurian Knights in White Satin?
Tales of Arabian Nights in White Satin.
Oh,
Tales
I
of Arabian
forgot how
Nights
the
in White
damn
Satin.
game works. Fudge. You explained
Knights
it.
in
that's on
White
me.
Satin is the Moody Blues.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
but-
I fucked up.
Procol Harum
I
is
said,
whiter shade of pale.
I said Moody Blues. And I just changed my notes. So, okay.
Well,
Everybody gets a
Lance,
point.
to be fair, I was with you. I had that same lyric in my head. I
Yeah.
just forgot the game.
Everybody gets a point except for me for
Okay.
for
I'll
my
take it.
mistake. All right.
-1 Lance.
Okay. Yeah, and I get -1. A ruthless oil baron fight orcs and elves on a playing field.
Orcs and elves and things.
A
again?
ruthless a ruthless oil baron fights orcs and elves on a playing field.
Lance.
Horse. There
Go
will
for it.
be Blood Bowl.
There will be Blood Bowl. That is
Oh.
correct.
Ah,
See, there will be Blood Bowl. There you
Playing.
go. Well done, Forrest.
Oh, the movie. Oh man.
Here we go. Item number 3. Jerry Garcia crafts cards and sails the high seas.
Matt,
Go.
the Grateful Dead Reckoning.
The Grateful Dead Reckoning is correct. Well done. Number 4. Jude Law defends Stalingrad while growing and selling goods in China.
Oh fuck.
what was that movie?
Will
Will.
be at the gates of Loyang.
Enemy at the Gates of Loyang is correct. Well done, Will.
Good
Well
one.
I feel like I deserve 90 points for that.
done. That's a really good movie, too. I rewatched it
is.
just a few
It
days
is.
ago.
It is pretty good.
It's not bad. One person gets the gun, one person gets the bullets. Just, ugh. Number five. This ELO hit song auctions and bets on motor vehicle races.
Horse.
Go for it.
Don't bring me down, Force.
Don't bring me down, Forrest. Is correct. Well done, Forrest. Don't bring me down, Forrest.
ELO.
I was
Good.
trying to do a Mr. Blue
Yeah,
Sky.
ELO is a great band. Love
How
them.
many you got of these?
Oh yeah.
15.
Okay.
All right, we're on number 6.
Already. Okay.
Bowser, Toad, and Luigi race to map out a fantasy land.
Aldi.
Yes,
Mario Cartographer.
Mario
Oh,
Cartographers is
that's
correct.
good.
I was going to say Mario.
That's good.
Yeah.
I didn't know you're so flexible, Aldi, for that.
I know.
All right, number 7. Ridley Scott films The Crusades while monks harvest and make beer.
Will, Kingdom of Heaven and Ale.
Kingdom and Heaven and Ale is well done. Well done, Will. Number 8. The Bengals sing about love and dragons making bread.
Matt,
Go for it.
the Flamecraft?
No? Aldi?
Aldi.
Yeah.
Oh,
Eternal
damn it.
Oh
Flamecraft?
shit.
Eternal
Flamecraft, damn
Flamecraft.
it.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
of the other the fucking Cheap Trick song. The Flame. Damn it. Wrong band.
All right. Here's number 9. Hester Prynne wore the A while Jack the Ripper killed prostitutes.
Will,
Will.
Scarlet Letters from Whitechapel.
The Scarlet Letters from Whitechapel.
I don't know most of these games.
Well, get good, Scrub.
He does
Gotta
have a
play
good
more,
point
man.
there.
Maybe another 10 years.
Yeah.
I still don't only know the ones I worked on.
Number 10. The dude's drink works in Soviet transportation industries.
Aldi.
Aldi.
White Russian Railroad.
White Russian Railroads. Well done. God, I like that game. I haven't played it in a long time, but
I haven't
really
played
like
it.
it.
I
It
played
had
it
the White
once when
Russian
it came
part.
out.
It's not the real
Never
one.
played
And
it.
the thing about Russian Railroads, I know they have that Ultimate Edition. I was meaning to buy it, and I think now it's like out of print and tough to get. I'm kind of annoyed with myself, but yeah, here we go.
What were you thinking?
Number 11. Queen sings a rock anthem for Vikings. Number 11. Queen sings a rock anthem for Vikings.
We are the champions of Midgard, Anthony.
We are the
course.
champions of Midgard. Well done.
I was waiting for the
Okay,
shameless plug one.
look, are you getting a bonus for that?
I was waiting for the shameless plug one.
Yeah, the shameless plug. Number 12. Prepare a planet for settlers while killing aliens with slim pickings.
Say the first part again.
Prepare a planet for Prepare a planet for settlers while killing aliens with slim pickings.
Will.
Will.
Terraforming Mars attacks?
Terraforming Mars
Oh,
attacks.
I was going Dr.
almost-
Strangelove. I couldn't
Yep.
make it.
He's gonna ring in with that. Nicely done.
I
Maury.
didn't know Slim Pickens was in Mars attacks.
He
but
was
that's
in
all
Mars
right.
Attacks?
They play his song, and his song kills all the aliens. Like he's singing the
Oh,
it
yeah.
causes their brains to explode.
Dr. Strangelove would have been a better reference.
No, make it. You do it then. You
No,
you
next
come up
time
with
maybe I'll
15.
make it.
Yeah. Next one. Now this one might be a little bit too esoteric here. Clint Eastwood sees the president murder someone while supplying electricity to cities.
Anthony,
Go for it.
absolute power grid.
Absolute Power Grid. If you the
had
Absolute
Power
Power,
Grid.
it's an older movie with Gene Hackman as president. Great movie though. Great movie.
I
Fact.
was just reading about that movie the other day.
Yeah, it was just a.
Clint Eastwood's the second story.
Because we were going through all
Yeah,
Clint
yeah,
Eastwood
yeah.
movies.
Hey, well done there. It's a solid movie. And when the one guy goes to try to kill his daughter and he grabs him and he
No spoiling.
okay,
seen it.
never mind. I
Dude, the movie's 1,000 years old. It could
if
be.
he hasn't seen it,
Might
I'm
still
not gonna
watch it.
spoil
I
it.
haven't seen it.
Go watch it. It's a good movie. Number 14. Sandra Bullock is in love with a coma patient while a steamship battles elder beings.
Matt. Oh no.
Anthony,
Anthony.
while you were a sleeping gods.
Yeah. While you were sleeping gods. That's correct. Last one. The Protestant Reformation of the 16th century looks for Ray Brower's dead body.
Anthony,
Go.
here I stand by me.
Here I Stand by Me is correct.
Nice.
Well done.
Yeah.
Those were good, Lance.
Thanks. Those are fun to make up.
Yeah, those are.
That was clever.
Here I Stand by Me. I've owned a copy of that Here I Stand for 10 years, and I don't think it'll ever hit the table.
Me too.
They
They play at every BGG con. There's always a group that plays.
as a good Lutheran, I figured I needed to own it.
Lutheran.
But and it is extremely well regarded. I thought it was hilarious that in 2017 they came out with the 500th anniversary edition.
Clever.
I was like, well done. Well done. That's funny.
Is that an inside joke?
Well, it's just because it's about the Protestant Reformation from 1517 to 1555. So 500 years in 2017, they came out with the game. It's the 500th anniversary.
Speaking of anniversaries, do you know what Friday is?
It's Friday.
It's the 45th anniversary of the first annual WKRP turkey drop.
No, I swear to God, as God is my witness, I thought
I was just about to
KRP
guess
in
that.
Cincinnati?
Yes, in Cincinnati.
Oh, the humanity.
I just remember the TV show.
Happy Thanksgiving from WKRP.
P.
as God as my witness, I thought turkeys could fly.
So who won? Anthony won, right?
I mean, I think maybe no, Anthony didn't win. He had like 3 or
I
4.
got
I
the
don't know.
last 4.
Oh yeah, Anthony 4, Aldi with 4, Will with 4. Three-way tie.
Matt with 1. Forrest with 2.
Look, Matt, don't talk to the winners here.
Two, baby.
Is that 4 counting the free 1 point we got for the
Kabuki Kid is fact
Doing up?
checking. By the way, Lance.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, well, she what she
I
can
thought
come on and
the first
she
lyric
can
though
come
of,
on and take part if she so wants to be so.
I mean the first lyric though of Whiter Shade, I thought it was Knights in White
we
Satin.
tripped the light
fine. I
fandango,
made a
danced
mistake.
cartwheels
Oh,
across the floor.
Shit
I
on a
was feeling
stick.
kind of
Yep.
seasick. The crowd crawled out for more.
Yep. I take it back. I apologize. You know
The
what, Anthony?
room was humming harder as the ceiling flew away, and we called out for another drink, and the waiter brought a tray.
Let they who have never made a mistake cast the first stone.
I'm gonna get a rock. I'll be right back.
Hmm.
You guys want to play this?
Yeah.
Like a couple rounds.
Yeah.
All right.
let's
So
do
you
it.
need like an index card or your phone.
All right.
You have to write the words dope on one card and nope on the other.
Okay, so we need 2 separate things, or just
You
like
need
2
2
sides?
cards. You need 2,
Okay.
yeah, or side. Well, you need 2 separate things because otherwise we have to.
All right. Give me 90 seconds for a pee
Yeah,
break
everybody needs 2
and
cards.
grabbing stuff.
Will
You
these
need-
size
You
work?
need this. Dope and nope.
Okay.
Oh, I got these post-its over here that don't do anything.
I'm gonna pre-screen these because I'm not gonna pre-screen them. Some of these are pretty dirty.
No.
Ah.
So we're probably going to be adopting a couple of cats this weekend.
On purpose?
Yeah, we're gonna go look at Mac and Cheese. Two little orange cats.
Mac and cheese.
Yeah.
I'm looking for an orange cat right
That's
now to
cute.
match my orange dog.
We there was one cat that had just given birth to a bunch of kittens, and her name was Loretta, and the kittens were named Merle, Hank, Johnny, and Willie. And there was 2 girls, Dolly and Patsy.
I never understood the need to give a name to a cat when they never come when you call them anyway. So
Oh, my cat comes when I call him.
I was gonna say it sounds like a you problem.
Yeah.
All right, I got a bunch of good ones here. I'll shuffle it up.
So what is it? Dope and
Nope.
nope?
Dope and nope. You
that's
need a
why they
dope.
call it dope.
And it can't be 2 sides of one thing?
No, because if you flip it up, because basically we have to guess. Here's the thing. Basically, we're gonna say some kind of a thing, whatever, a situation, and then you're gonna you're gonna reveal that if you think it's dope or nope, and secretly, and then whoever's turn it is gonna have to guess how many people are dope and how many people are nopes.
Okay, let me get a red pen then.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, but if I hold it up, you're gonna can see through it.
No, you need 2 pieces.
I have 2 pieces. See?
Yeah, I need a pee break too.
No, you need something opaque. I see that. You can read through it. Or you could just hold it down below the camera and then raise it when
All right, that's fine. We'll do that.
when you reveal. You don't have to flip it
Can
over.
you see through this?
Yeah, that works. I can't see through that.
Cool.
All right,
All right, I'll be right back.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Basically, you just have to you just sort of have to have your card just so you whatever.
All right, so what are we supposed to write on one? That's dope.
Dope.
So
One's dope and
always
one's
says
nope.
dope.
Here you go. Here's your.
Oh,
Dope.
nope or dope. Okay.
Dope and nope. The game is called That's Dope. The
So does
designer
it say
was at
nope or
VidCon. He was really
dope?
great. He was super fun to talk to, and he's really nice. And he's a new designer. And I think the game is pretty good.
Is
I mean,
it
it's a
better
good,
than
it's a conversation game. It's a party game. That works.
Is it better than Dude?
No, dude is pretty good. Dude made me laugh so damn hard. Like, I mean, this has got some.
Dude was funny the first couple times you
It was
played.
funny.
After that, it's
Yeah, it was funny for like a half an hour, and then you're done. You don't ever have to play it again. But oh my god, it was so great the first time.
Okay.
All right, so everybody ready?
Yeah.
All
I
right,
was
so we're
born
gonna
ready.
basically go around the table. I'll start with Lance, and then I'll go clockwise the way I see everybody.
Yeah, go
Lance, me. So Lance, you're going to be giving this question to the group,
Okay.
and so here's Lance's question: driving with your hands at 10 and 2, is that dope or nope?
Hmm.
And then Lance has to guess how many of us said dope, and how many of us said nope.
I got mine.
I got mine. I'm in.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm there.
Up. I got
So how
mine
many?
up.
How many do you think? What's the ratio, or all or nothing, or what?
I'm gonna say out of the 5 of you, 1 of you said dope, 4 of you said nope.
Bonus point. Who said dope?
Oh yeah, who said dope?
Matt.
Okay. Ready? Reveal.
Dope.
Nope.
I said dope. 3 dopes, 2 nopes.
3 dopes, you fucking
And
rules
not Matt.
lawyer.
What's wrong with 10 and 2?
You are just you don't even drive.
I know.
Yeah,
I don't
he rides a
use 10 and
horse.
2, but I do think it's dope. It's definitely the best way to drive. I just don't do it.
All right. This is me. Taking the elevator to the 2nd floor. Is it dope or nope?
Ready?
Ready?
I'm going to say
Ready.
1 nope. 1 nope. William,
I'm the nope. Everyone else is
you're
dope.
the nope. Everybody else is dope.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, I should have changed
Whole
it to
bunch
Matt.
of nope.
So I didn't get the
Canada.
bonus
What
point,
is going on in
but
Canada?
I got you guys one. I get 1 point.
Apparently not
The
walking
only
up the
reason why I'm
stairs.
saying this is because my parents used to live on the 2nd floor of their building, and to get to the stairs was like super far away, so I'd always take the elevator.
All right, Forrest, this is yours. Hanging a roll of toilet paper under instead of over. I'm ready.
I'm ready.
How many? What do you think?
That's 5 nopes. That is fucking evil.
Straight
So-
up 5 notes.
You want the beard and not the mullet?
I mean, who doesn't? All right, here we go. Ready?
Nope.
Nope.
Boom!
You got it.
5 nopes.
5 notes.
My
Who
my
does that? That's
my
terrible.
wife,
The one insane person
does
does that.
my wife does the other way.
My wife
Ugh.
does the other way too.
I don't
All
want
right,
to do
Matt.
that to troll people.
Matt, this is for you.
All right.
Making your bed every day. I'm in.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 3 dope, 2 nope, and the 2 nopes are Anthony and Forrest.
I like the disdain with which he said Anthony. Like, wow.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh,
That's
I was so
dope.
close.
Oh, you were close. You were close.
I was
I'm
so
probably the one you.
close.
Yeah.
I mean, look, to be clear, I don't do it, but I wish I did.
You have
Fair
to
enough.
do it. It's
William,
like,
Have
here's
you ever
yours.
read that? You've read that book? You'll make your bed in the morning. The whole idea is that like if you make your bed in the morning, it means that like you've accomplished, you started off the day
Yep.
doing the
By
right
accomplishing
thing,
the task.
yeah.
and when you go to bed, your bed's made, and it's just pleasing to see your bed made when you go to bed.
I
That
used
is
to do it.
totally it, man.
I used to do it. Okay, William. Keeping your AirPods in while you have an in-person conversation with somebody. All right, ready? Well, you got to guess. Who's what's the?
Yeah, everybody in?
Yeah, I'm in.
I'm in.
Yep.
Look, I like all y'all, so I'm saying all nopes. I'm furious at you if you have a dope, but all nopes, all right?
You know,
IT
there's gonna be one,
controllers,
right?
all nopes.
Nope.
Hey, you got it.
Although I have to say, I was at the grocery store today listening to my book while I was walking around, and when I asked one of the employees where something was, I left them in.
That's not a
Dun, dun,
conversation, though.
dun.
I mean, I feel you, and if you were like, "Oop," well, you did that, I'd be like, "That's dope," but also not a full conversation.
If it makes you feel if it's for what it's worth, I felt bad after not doing that.
That feels very Canadian. Did you
It's
say
the
sorry?
sentiment.
I had some Canadian shame after not doing that.
All right, Anthony.
All right, what is it? Let's see.
Using a coupon on a date.
Okay.
I know what Forrest is gonna say.
Hey,
Is there a
Hey.
double dope for Forrest?
Now, is this a date with your wife or a date before you were married?
There's no context.
Uh,
Context.
does it?
With your
Oh,
wife. it's
yeah,
not a
I
date.
got it already. You're all locked in, right?
You got it? All right, I'm
Yeah,
locked
I'm
in.
like,
There's one dope and four nopes. And
Who's the
Forrest
dope?
is the dope.
who is?
Forrest is the dope.
Dope.
Oh, two dopes. Two
Two
dopes.
dopes.
We don't know William enough yet.
Look, let's be clear, okay? I when I was dating, I was a stage actor. And so a coupon meant we were going somewhere way out of our price range. Dope.
My wife had a couple. We met online, and one of the dates she had before meeting me, she still to this day refers to as the coupon king because he used a coupon on their date.
Why didn't you put dope then?
It wasn't me.
No, but you didn't use a coupon.
No. Fuck
My,
no.
Oh, somebody else. Oh, sorry.
for
Misheard.
years, my mother-in-law would always send send us one of those big printed coupon books
Oh yeah.
so we could go do stuff. Oh, I
That was a
loved it.
thing like 20 years ago.
The entertainment
books were
book,
like
I
a-
think ours
there was like
Yeah,
a thing.
entertainment book. Yeah.
Yeah, the entertainment book. Yeah.
Yeah,
Loved it.
I
All right, Lance.
I
Are we
worked in
good?
hospitality, so I never did that.
wait on me.
Farting in front of your significant other. Your face.
Forrest is clearly a dope.
All right, I'm locked in.
I'm gonna go 2 dope, 3 nope.
Who's the dopes?
I was gonna. Well, Forrest for one. I don't know when it's just a grab bag. Now Michelle's too nice. I've never met Will's wife. Canadians need the warmth. I'll say dope for Matthew as well.
So two dopes.
2 dopes. I'm gonna say Forrest and Matthew say dope.
Okay.
Dope.
Oh my gosh! You
Just me,
smelly
you know,
4-1
bastards!
split. Hey, that's true love.
It's a thing. I'm just not
All right.
going to say it's dope.
Mine's boring. I'm gonna skip it.
You're
It's dinner on a first date. That's kind of boring.
Yeah, that sucks. You know what? That thing goes down 0.5 on BGG for me.
All right, thinking Jimmy Kimmel is better than Jimmy Fallon.
Can I
Whoa.
say I don't like either?
You got to pick.
Yeah, but
I think you
which
knew
one's
you
the
didn't
lesser
have
of
that
two?
card, Lance. I think you knew that.
I don't think anybody likes Jimmy Fallon. All dope.
I just picked
Would
one
you
at
say all
random.
nope?
What?
Yeah,
You
he
didn't
said
think
all
about
dope.
it?
I don't like Jimmy
Oh my
Fallon.
God. You like
Oh,
Jimmy
Jimmy
Fallon?
Fallon? He's too fake.
He's no go
when
for me.
Like, he's just too fake.
All right, Forrest. Brushing your teeth after you eat breakfast.
I'm gonna go. Oof. I would go 5. Wait, is everybody ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Man, I want to go 5 nopes, but I think there's gonna be one person. So we'll go 4 nopes and 1 dope, and the 1 dope is Matt. Damn, it was Lance.
You got it. You got one, but it was Lance.
I knew it was somebody.
To be fair, I almost never eat breakfast, but I always I hate that feeling of gunk in my teeth after I eat.
All right, Matt. Sleeping with an eye mask.
5 nopes.
5
I
no.
don't know. Will's a stage actor, so maybe he needs to feel that useful. No, 5 nopes.
Nope.
Aldi.
Yeah, I used to wear one, so I can't say nope.
Aldi.
I used to wear one. I couldn't sleep until when I before the apnea. I wear a mask to
Oh
sleep.
shit! There goes.
Now
the
I don't
neighbor.
wear it anymore, but I would wear one.
Monsieur
All right,
Halbert,
What's up,
Evan,
Evan?
you know the rules.
comment allez-vous?
You need cards, Evan.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
You know this
Oh,
game, right?
bien sûr. Oh yeah, I know Nope and Dope. Yep.
Look, Evan's in Portland. Like he's all about sleeping with anything that.
You're the next question.
Okay. Ready.
You you need cards though. Oh, whatever. Okay.
He's got a new shaggin' wagon too, so he can do it in the car.
Oh,
Brushing
you
your
do?
teeth
Congratulations!
in the shower.
So is it?
Brushing your teeth in the
Brushing
shower.
Your teeth in the shower.
Is that Evans?
That's Evans.
I'm gonna get 2 dopes.
Who
We're
is
naming the
Dopes,
people
Evan?
that are
And
doing
then who are they?
the minorities for extra points.
Will thinks that's dope. And Forrest thinks that's dope.
Got one.
Get out of my face, Evan. Get out of my
Oh,
face.
Lance.
I was so close.
What's
So
wrong with
Lance was the
brushing
brush. He was.
shower?
So do you shower with and brush and then eat and then
He
brush?
eats breakfast and showers and then brushes his
Look,
teeth.
he,
and
he,
gets
he
out.
puts the shampoo in his beard.
I already
and
said
sticks
I
the
don't.
toothbrush in there,
I
and he puts it
rarely
in his
eat,
mouth.
I rarely eat breakfast as it is, but like yeah, and I shower at night. So
All right, who's up? I think it's William, right?
Maybe.
Or
Hey, Peter Vaughn's in the chat. What's up, Peter?
Get in here,
oh,
Peter.
P tier.
peeing in the shower.
Ooh.
I need to make cards.
Oh shit, that just got real. Like that's the hardest one we've had. Because they got a bunch of nerds here. Oh, we're waiting for Evan.
Does Peter have the link? He can jump in.
Yeah, he's packing for something. He said.
Oh, he's back. He's going to PAX or something.
I mean, it's really
It'd be a
early to
little-
be packing. For
It'd
PAX.
be a little early for PAX.
Yeah, PAX is not for another week or so, right?
Yeah, well,
Just,
that'd be an early.
first
That'd be an
weekend of
early
December.
leave.
Are you ready, Evan? Jesus.
Shower. Is that correct?
Peeing in the shower, yes, Evan.
I am ready.
I'm going to say 4 dopes. And that's going to be Lance, Forrest, Evan, and Aldi, and 2 nopes.
What was the thing? Peeing in the
Peeing
shower?
in the shower.
Peeing in the shower.
Dope. Always dope. It's 5 dopes. Oh man.
Come on.
Oh, I was close.
That's
I was
you're
close
lying.
because I don't know Anthony.
No.
You just aim for the
Don't be the-
drain.
Have you never watched that Seinfeld episode?
All right, who's up? Anthony.
Yeah.
Matt, are you rethinking the roommate thing?
This is the bunch of toothbrush. Sharing a toothbrush.
dang.
If we're in the shower together, maybe.
Kabuki Kid in the chat is like, you guys are nasty.
Nasty. It goes down the drain. Come on.
I got you, KK. I got you.
It's not like they're peeing on their feet.
Plus,
Sharing a
plus
toothpaste,
it's a
even in
cure
an
for
emergency.
athletes, Swiss.
Sharing a toothbrush even in an emergency.
Oh, I'm answering. I'm supposed to pick here.
Who's this
Uh,
for?
You have to guess. It's Anthony.
I'm gonna
That's Jack.
say
Jared Ferguson.
that
Kurt Ferguson. It's a
there's
funny name.
one dope.
One
There's,
dope.
there's one
Who
dope.
is
Who's
it?
the dope? Who's the
I'm gonna
dope?
say Forrest would share one in an emergency.
Okay.
Oh, come on. It's clearly Evan. Portland, come on.
Dude, I share it no matter what. I don't care.
Oh,
yeah, Evan.
Yeah, yeah. More
Called
more.
that.
Emergency, you know?
Hold that.
Use your
Evan shares
finger,
it, not an emergency.
or just squirt it in your mouth and turn it into mouthwash.
Like if Evan's on his own, he'll go find somebody and share.
All right, Lance. Are we keeping going?
I'll do one more.
We're gonna keep playing. One more round, everybody? Okay.
Yeah, go
just
ahead.
go around.
Lance carrying more than $20 in cash.
I know what my answer would be.
And this is not if you'd want to. This is if you would think it's a good
Is it
idea.
do- yeah, I mean,
to do.
it's-
Okay, all right. Simmer down over there. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Lance is a grown ass man.
I'm going to say 5 dopes, 1 nope.
Oh, who's
Who's
the
the-
nope?
Nope.
Aldi.
Who's the nope?
Aldi's the nope.
Nope.
$20?
Nope.
Come on. I'm a board
Oh,
gamer,
it's
man.
the
You gotta have a-
Canadian. Well,
you gotta have at
$20
least
in Canadian is like 7
You gotta have at
cents.
least have a hundo.
Yeah.
I had never. So, okay, it's because in Canada we use our debit card for
Use everything.
everything.
Yeah.
Our
Yeah.
debit cards are
I
way
mean, your
different.
money's
than
made out of
debit card.
plastic. It's crazy.
All right, this is me. Asking someone else to push the elevator button for you. Everybody good?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say one nope. Matt.
Is it Canadian?
Go.
It's Canadian.
Nope.
Two nopes? What did you? Oh, yeah, I was
If
totally
you have
wrong.
parcels, for sure, you got
Yeah,
something.
okay.
If you have
So what?
parcels.
So what?
I've
Parcel.
never had
What's your
parcels.
hatred
What the
of?
hell is a parcel?
What's your hatred of pushing elevator asking people to push your elevator buttons?
Me, I don't mind if people ask me to do it. I actually enjoy doing that for people, but I feel weird asking people. to
Evan
do it
likes
for
pushing
me.
people's buttons.
So what? How
I
was
feel
it?
weird.
I mean, look, it's just so easy to do. To be like, hey,
Yeah, it's nothing.
hey,
No,
push
but
that button for me.
dude,
Boo.
I always have this irrational anger, and it is irrational when like you when you go and get in the line, you're like you come up, there's nobody waiting for the elevator, you walk up, I'm going up or down, whatever. Like this happened a few times at BGGCon. Walk up, I was on the 11th floor, need to go downstairs, hit the down button, and I'm just kind of standing there and waiting. And then somebody comes up, sees it's lit, sees it, walks over and gonna push it to you. It's like, what?
Double press.
Look,
What
Lance,
is that?
clearly you didn't push it right. You didn't push it good.
They
You
were
didn't push
just
it
double
reasonably.
checking your work.
I just
What was that- what was
don't
that street
understand that.
crossing?
It's like it's not coming faster. It's not like, oh, there's two people. Right, hurry!
Yep.
Get to floor 11.
Lance is like, and that's why I killed him, Your Honor.
Yeah.
It's dismissed.
I
Didn't
just
believe
heaved him
me.
over the balcony and said, "There, now you'll get there quicker."
It
Oh,
could
it's
have
a
been.
Key and Peele
They
skit.
could have thought maybe the door would close quicker.
It's a key.
I just want to point out that Peter Vaughn said that's dope. He's all about delegating, which
Tell Peter Vaughn that if he wants to play the damn game, he can come in.
that's
Yeah.
right, Peter. Because for a guy who says that's dope, he's a man that does everything by himself. Come on, Peter, get in here.
Here you go.
All right, Forrest.
This is important.
Ready.
Gender reveal parties.
So we got 6 people now.
There you go. That's important.
I'm gonna go with we're gonna go 50-50. And the dopes are William, Scott, and Anthony.
You said I'm a dope?
Yeah.
You go right
Oh,
to hell with that
shit.
bullshit.
Oh.
What's Lance? Oh,
Oh,
All
Bunch of
no.
jaded-
Okay.
jaded people.
It's
I
one of the
thought-
few things, like, there's not much that makes me angrier than that. Thank God I've never been invited. Evan, if you invite me to one, there will be murders.
Yeah, that'd be such
All
a
right,
dick
Matt.
move.
Evan, you didn't say dope though. You said nope.
I said
He
no.
said nope. But, he's Portland, so he probably
Matt.
is all about it.
All right, lead on me.
Asking Asking to cut in line if you're running late.
Who's this?
Matt.
You're asking the wrong person.
Asking to cut in the line?
Yep. If you're running
I
late.
need to
The
hold up.
Canadian?
Do I need to think
Well-
like an American now or what?
Well, yeah, you got to put yourself in our shoes now.
No, you do you, boo-boo.
Knowing all
Wait,
you,
wait. Are you thinking like an American or a Canadian? This is very important.
I'm thinking like an American.
Matt,
Changing my answer.
America is the continent, okay? Canada is part of America, all right?
Y'all speak.
Well,
American.
as soon as we conquer it in the next 4 years, yeah. Too soon?
I'm gonna say one nope.
Too soon.
Sorry, what was the question again?
Asking to cut in line if you're
Oh,
running late.
reverse that. One dope.
Who's the dope?
Who's the dope?
Who is it?
Can I not say?
No, let it out.
Oh, we got to know.
Okay, Lance.
Lance.
I don't believe that. I just have to say somebody.
Jesus,
Yeah.
Jesus, no.
I figured it was gonna be. I had to hedge my bets a little bit.
You had to hedge your bet.
Yeah, now
All right.
I feel like if we were all saying, the Canadian version, we all was doing like dope.
See, the Canadian version is the reverse, right? People see that you're like in pain because you're late or whatever. They're like, "Oh, go ahead of me."
Yep. Not here.
And apologize. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Although
Right.
the other day I was at the dollar store, and the dollar store I was at has the little corral of like self checkout thingies, and literally the person left the checkout station probably about 2 seconds before, and I was just about to go, and the woman beside me says, "That one's free. You can go to that one." I'm like, but she just left.
Well, you should be paying attention, Matt. Like, come on.
Listen, Will. Hey, good job on the running, by the way, dude.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I hit my PR on the treadmill.
That's great. I am envious. I cannot run
What's a
anymore.
PR?
Personal record. My
Okay.
students who are in cross country are like, "Have you hit a PR yet, Mr. Brown?" So that they're very passionate.
And then you
What
said,
grade
"Why
do
don't you mind your own business, kid?"
Public relations.
What grade do you teach?
No, but because when I talk to them, that is me being supportive and connecting with my students, and that is good for my continued employment.
Uh-huh.
But thank you, Matt. It's hard as hell, and I
Yep.
enjoy it.
See, I could have. You do sort of.
I put that question on there because I don't, but like I don't want to die, so I'm feeling good
I
about
was
it.
supposed to
Yeah.
hop on the Peloton today, but I ended up taking a nap on the office couch. So
Oh, 10 out of 10 for that.
Similar.
All right, William.
Run. All right.
Wearing pajamas in public.
let me just say that Ottawa got voted one of the worst dressed cities in the world.
All right, everybody
Fucking
in?
yoga pants.
I'm in.
Okay. I'm gonna
He's
go.
got to guess first.
Oh,
now I know
sorry.
Lance's. That's okay.
Well, maybe I'll switch.
Yeah,
just
it's
to mess
okay,
with you.
Lance.
Now
I
you
had
know
you
you gotta
pegged.
leave.
I had you pegged. You'll come around on that. I'm gonna go
Damn.
I'm gonna go 3 dopes, 3 nopes. The 3 dopes are gonna be Matt, Evan, and Forrest.
Yo,
What? Get out of here, Canada.
Matt.
I can't stand it.
Oh,
can't stand you.
I don't even wear track pants outside.
Can't stand you. Can't stand you.
Hey, can't stand ya.
Lance, one day at PAX, wear pajama bottoms to the booth. It'll be
Wearing
good.
sweatpants
Yeah, I don't
out
think
of
I've
the
seen
house.
any pajama bottoms at BGG Con.
It's no bueno.
Matt is one of the best dressed people that I know.
All right,
It used to
Anthony.
be.
Yes,
now
sir.
I'm just fucking hoodie guy and fucking
Using-
Can't stand you.
Using the plastic divider at the grocery store.
what's the plastic?
Oh, the little thing you put down?
Oh,
Divider. You don't have plastic dividers at the grocery store?
yeah. On the
Like this
conveyor
is my
belt.
stuff. This is
Yeah.
your stuff.
On the conveyor belt, yeah. for
Yeah,
sure.
on the conveyor belt.
I
Whatever.
know those things.
I keep going to answer, and it's not me.
Yeah, you gotta guess.
I know
I'm
what you're
gonna-
talking about.
I'm gonna go with 6 dopes.
Dope.
Go.
Yeah, you're just an asshole if you're not
But
doing that.
but
Yeah,
Anthony,
who's not?
Was
which
Forrest there?
ones?
Yeah, of course.
Which
Who's gonna
6 are
vote
you?
that?
Which 6?
Sorry.
You got them all.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Sky.
All right.
You should have cycled
buck the
that.
trend.
Like, that was easy. Like, we're not damn barbarians
I like
here.
keeping them divided.
What?
All right.
No, I'm saying, like, of
Evan.
course. Like, what assholes like, no.
You
No,
gotta
no,
keep
there's
them
nothing.
separated.
You can put your stuff up there, right? You don't have to worry about there being a mistake.
Yeah, you don't want your stuff getting. And
Yeah.
here's another
to me-
question:
To
if
me,
if someone comes up and puts stuff behind you, do you then put the divider?
Absolutely.
100%.
100%.
Don't bring
Courteous.
your Vienna sausages near my bourbon, Scott.
See,
Ooh, that sounds good. Vienna sausages.
But that's
and
kind of
bourbon.
like a
It's a nice afternoon.
I feel like that's a little more in your face. That's a
That
little
is
more like
funny.
conversation.
So,
Like,
so
keep your
Scott,
shit out of my space.
Scott, I always do it even if there's no one behind me,
You
just to
just
let
put one
you
behind
know
you.
that when
You
someone comes,
preemptively.
no, that when someone comes behind me, once that thing is there's room, that thing starts moving, you can start putting your stuff on the conveyor belt if you like. You don't have to wait for me to finish.
Also,
it's a
it's
preemptive
very
block.
considerate of you because when your stuff is all gone, the thing is still there to stop it from moving.
Yeah.
That's very considerate.
Simmer
I
down.
love it.
Sometimes I
kids.
put, like, if they have more than one, I'll put them all up there.
All right, Evan.
Yeah.
Eating in bed.
Oh, I don't. I think it's gonna be.
Food? Sorry.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it's gonna
Wow.
be.
Did not
Middle
expect that out of
school, man.
This
Canada.
is
Middle
not the
school
after dark
joke.
version. I've got the after dark version. It's
I think
bad.
it's gonna be 3 dopes.
All right, who is it?
Who's
Who the
who's
dope?
dope?
Maddie, Turd Ferg.
Never in a billion fucking years. It's gross.
Ooh,
Not
Oh,
sleeping
out of
on
my
crumbs.
goddamn
Only
face
dope.
with that.
Not
I
eating
got it
on
wrong.
crumbs. Not
Yeah,
sleeping
I
on
mean, it's
crumbs.
just I mean,
I do it all the time.
The only time we're allowed to do that
I
is
can't do
when
it.
he's late at night from a swing dance or something like that.
No,
well,
I would
yeah,
never do-
but it's like, but if you spill, then your bed's all messy.
That's
and
not good. I know.
No,
I just picture
no.
Scott
To
with
me,
a
it's not
lobster's,
comfortable.
like dipping him in butter in the bed
Yeah, lobster. That's it.
with a souffle being delivered.
Yeah,
No bueno.
no.
The worst thing to eat in bed is a granola bar.
Oh,
who
you're
else
an
is
asshole.
doing
No,
that?
toast is the
Doing
worst
that?
thing to eat.
Oh yeah, toast.
A big handful of Ritz crackers that you just jam into your mouth.
No, you can do those in one bite. It's the granola bars that you can't do in one bite.
What?
No.
Who's eating good? Why don't you
Are
just
we
get
done?
handfuls of granola? Just finger.
One more round, or are we done?
One more round.
Just
One more round, says Matt. All right, let me get some more cards.
Lance gonna curmudgeon
This
out
game
of
is
it.
pretty. I don't know. I think the
That's
game is
fun,
pretty
yeah.
fun.
I like it.
All right, I got one
All
more
right.
round to me. Then I gotta take off.
Lance.
It's a school night. People.
go for it.
Responding to a text with lol or haha without actually laughing.
I'm gonna say only one nope, and everybody else is dope.
Who's nope?
Anthony is the
I'm
nope.
nope.
Yep.
I'm dope.
I'm a nope.
Hell no, that's not
Interesting.
cool.
2 notes.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I mean,
It doesn't really. I think I've done it though. I mean, but I don't like. I don't
Yeah.
think I'm.
If
well,
you're
it's
bad,
it's
feels
one of those
fake.
things where it's like where you're half paying attention to the text messaging and you're
Yeah,
back
and
and
then you just gotta
forth, and then
respond
somebody goes, you'll get that. Well, it's like hard. Am I working hard or hardly working? Grr, and you're
But
just
there's
like,
also
ha.
there's also the obligatory LOLs, right? Like, oh, I feel
Well,
like I need to put LOL
Yeah.
this.
No. Peter put he's guilty of that, but never with us, right, Peter?
if it was Lance, I would have put him for the nope. Because you get a heh from Lance.
Ah.
This is me. This is for me. Making a social media account for your dog.
Your dog?
Yes. Everybody in?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, did we lose Forrest?
No, I'm here.
Wouldn't say we lost.
Your camera's off though, by the way.
Well, he's doing unsavory stuff.
I'm gonna say one dope is William, because I know he loves the dog. His dog.
Beatrice.
Actually,
Best
you know, I'm gonna say
part,
2
you know.
dopes. One is William. The other one is Evan. Oh, fooled me. What's the
Even
one?
though,
Oh.
ironically, my
No
Instagram is
love for the
basically the
dogs.
Beatrice channel.
So apparently, I don't love my
but
dogs.
that's
So
kind of the
couldn't
same
be
thing,
one.
though, isn't it?
Now, to
All
be
right.
fair, I will follow your dog's Instagram channel in a second, but I would never make one.
Never have one for your own dog. Okay. All right, Matt. Unbuttoning your pants after dinner, at the dinner table.
Oh,
Unbuttoning
Well,
your
at the
pants
table,
at the dinner
that's different.
table.
Well, who's there?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say nope across the board.
Nope.
Does depend on context, but
Oh, we got a dope.
Oh,
Oh. What was Forrest?
Nope.
Nope.
have done,
Okay.
will do again, but not.
Hey, I see you, Anthony. I see you.
You're gonna see more of him.
All right. Well, William,
Never getting an invite for dinner.
keeping your phone in your back pocket.
ooh, ooh. That's a hard one. Let's see.
Is it though?
Yes, look, you already know. Take your witchcraft elsewhere. You tricked me last time. Let's see. I'm gonna go. Oh, everybody in?
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna go Evan dope, Aldi dope, Lance dope, Anthony dope. So 4 dopes, 2 nopes.
Go.
So I
Pretty
got
close.
3
3 and
3 and 3.
Everybody but
Three.
Ah, you're
Lance.
close. You're
Pretty
close.
close. Pretty
Really?
close.
Back pocket? Are you guys like?
Are you insane?
Psychotic, man.
Yeah,
Are-
no,
are you-
no back.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know, I'm there.
You got
I'm
dropped on
glad
your
I'm
head
with
when
it.
you were a kid, or what?
Well, here's a question, Matt. Where do you keep your wallet?
Your back pocket.
I keep
What?
my wallet, my front
What,
pocket.
this thing? I keep
You're
it in my
asking for
front
that
pocket.
shit to be stolen.
Fancy
Yeah.
wallet.
Oh my god! See, cash on me.
Oh,
I
what's
love the
going on?
sarcasm.
Monopoly money
Is it more
doesn't
than 20
count.
bucks though? Is it
No,
more than
it's $5.
Okay.
It's $5 Canadian, so like
Look,
Matt,
It's
you
like
got one. You got
30
like
a
a
cents.
dollar.
Yeah, so my front pocket. So in my front left pocket, I have these 2 things, and in my front right pocket, I have my phone. Nothing in the back pocket. Nada.
All right. Anthony. Sleeping with your socks on.
Keep going to answer, and it's not me.
Depends how cold it is
Um,
outside.
You have to guess.
I'm going to say there are 2 dopes. One is Scott, and one is Matt.
Dope.
Forrest.
Forrest, you got
Forrest says it. He's
I
a
like
sock.
it.
I have to be chilled to the bone to sleep with my
Yeah.
socks
Chilled to the
on.
bone.
And then midnight, I'll just like rip them off. But
yeah, be going if I'm not like camping, they don't last the night.
Getting the first one off using
right.
your big toe is really tough, but man, that second one's easy once the other foot once you got the sock off the other.
I don't wear socks from like April to November.
I don't wear socks pretty much ever.
All right, Evan.
I try not to, but it's really, Lance, even with like the -30 weather.
Using read-
you just wear some Crocs and just hustle to the car.
Using read receipts.
In
Do
-30?
you know what that is?
Don't.
I would
Using
say
what is it?
read receipts. You don't need it. It's
Oh,
if you get
yeah.
notified if someone reads your
It's for you old people out there. I know.
Let me give you another one.
Yeah, get a different one. That's lame. Because honestly, I don't even
I
know
was
how to
nope
use
on
one.
that one.
Using proper punctuation when you text.
Here's
With
the
you on
gender.
that.
Here's a generation divider right here.
We've got Aldi dope. Turdford. Nope. William. Nope. Forrest. Nope. Matt. Dope. Lance. Dope.
Evan, what do I teach?
English.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you call
Which
me a
is-
dope? You got me dope, right?
I did, yeah.
Okay, you got
Who'd you get wrong?
Who'd you
Got
get
Got
me?
me right. Got me right.
I think I got just Will wrong.
You got me
Yeah,
right.
just me.
I think William.
Nothing drives me more crazy when you see people using letters and one letter U's and things like
Right.
that. I'm
Forrest.
Right.
Preferring to use an air dryer instead of paper towels.
A strong opinion about this.
I do have.
Simmer down, Portland.
I
Simmer
also
down.
have a very strong opinion about this.
Simmer down now.
All right, is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm gonna go. Ooh. Oh man, the new kick-ass hand dryers change everything. Those huge Dyson
Changes.
ones.
It's game changer.
They
Oh,
do. They're
the-
amazing.
Game changers.
I
Dyson.
use those.
I'm gonna go with. I think the Dysons are. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with 5 dopes and 1 nope.
Who's the nope?
Evan is the nope.
There's no way Portland's the nope.
You sure about that? Matt. Oh.
Oh, okay.
Portland.
Oh,
The correct
Florida
answer
too.
is using both at the same time, though. That's the greatest when you're
No, it's
when you're
you dry yourself and then you wipe your hands off on your jeans.
See, even better
Yeah.
than the Dyson is the I don't know what it's called, but it's like the one that has like the super turbo jet.
Yeah,
that
they're.
comes down.
Oh
they're
yeah,
dy-
those are
they're-
awesome.
I think the Dysons were the. No, the Dyson's one where you put your hands through like a little like yoke.
Yeah.
You go like
and then you
this.
lift it up like that.
Oh yeah.
Terrible.
There's a guy that did a TED talk, and he takes you through all the different types of paper towels you get in restrooms, and how to use only one piece to dry your hands. That's his.
So-
TED
You gotta take your damn time. You gotta take it. You gotta be like,
But you got to make the supreme dad move is you wash your hands, you grab the paper towel, you wipe off your hands, they're still a little wet, and you walk outside. And as soon as you see
Hands.
one of your kids, you walk over and you put your hand on the back of their neck with your wet hand. You say, "Hey, I
Oh,
didn't wash
yeah.
my hands and I was in the bathroom."
There you go.
That's very dad-like.
so
I mean,
the
Oh,
big
yeah.
thing that at our school is the assholes, I'll be real, like to steal the soap.
Mm.
So
what does
so
they
in
do
all,
with the soap?
I don't know, but there's
Is it bar
never
soap
soap
or is
in
it
any of the bathrooms on
soap?
campus. So kids often come in like, Mr. Brown, can we use your hand sanitizer? It's like, yeah, go ahead. Because they take it and like nobody knows
solid?
what happens to the soap.
Well, there's a
Is it
bar of
solid
soap, or
pieces of soap?
That
No,
sucks.
it's a thing on the wall. They kick it off.
Oh, they
bust
they
it off
dump
the
it.
wall.
They steal the dispenser.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
the point of that? I wonder.
They're
Anyways.
eating soap.
Be teenagers.
I think the game is pretty good.
yeah,
That was
so-
fun.
Yeah, it's
pretty
fun.
fun.
It's kind of like a revised Scruples. That old game Scruples.
I never played that one because I felt it was too.
Because he had no
serious.
scruples.
I mean, these
So
are more like
Scruples
funny-
Scruples
these are more
basically
funny
had a
things.
thing where like you had to ask one person a question and you'd guess how they'd answer. It'd be like something like you you get a brand new roommate in your apartment and like you find out that they like to do yoga in the nude. Do you tell them they can't do it? You know, and it's just like yes, no, it depends or whatever were the 3 things. And
Right.
so you guess what the person
That's-
would say, and then they'd have to give the answer.
I
It's, like,
mean,
too
the answer to that
serious.
is
This
it
more like
Evan or is it Aldi?
a-
Because if it's Aldi, you don't tell them. You enjoy.
Hoo-hoo. Oh, you would not enjoy.
All I know is the best ever was I still say probably the best party game that really put people on edge was The Usual Suspects.
God, that was
Unusual
awful.
suspects. is
Unusual
spectacular.
Suspects.
That was terrible.
Oh, you're so revisionist history. Go back and look at the reviews of that thing. Everyone was gaga for that. It was so
Not true. I felt so icky about playing that game.
Well, that's just it. So like when I made my family play it, like my dad's wife was like, I don't like this. It's making me think things I don't want to think. And it was just like,
Yeah.
but I mean I liked that. I mean it was basically like it challenged I personally believe it challenged the way people think and it made them rethink the way that they are. I mean, asking questions like, who do you think reads a newspaper? And you're just like, oh, yeah. You know,
Yeah.
just like, yeah.
that was
Well,
I'm just gonna say to Turd Ferguson, I will forever regret that I read that chat message you just sent to us, and everyone should read that.
My Franz Flo was in the Austrian army. He tells that story all the time.
what?
Evan made a post basically to make a TED talk about how to use only one square toilet
I
paper.
did.
Yeah. Oh,
Hand towel, not toilet paper.
Yeah,
I-
like
I
you,
turned
you,
No,
you just
Matt-
went right to the asshole, and
No,
like
Yeah.
it's
Evan
horrifying.
said, I'm going to make a TED talk about how to use only one square of toilet paper, regardless of the level type of excrement.
Oh, I see. All
And
right.
I said, that's how it works in the Austrian army. They get one
Fair and
square.
square.
How do you know what the Austrian army does?
Because my friend's father was in the Austrian army before he immigrated to the United States.
Oh, okay.
And he used to tell us all the time. Because he used to complain about things like how much toilet paper that he'd have to buy. When he
Did you
tells us
guys
in
ever
the
play
army,
the
they
game?
give them like literally like they go out for like a week
Yeah.
and they give them like 14 squares to put in their pack.
Oh, gross.
Jesus. Ugh. No thanks.
That would not work for me.
Yeah.
I don't think you have much of a choice.
Like stay out of Austria. Wow. So on that
never going to
grumpy
Austria.
I'm glad everyone else got to see. I made the mistake of opening the chat. I usually don't. That's
Yeah,
on me.
I saw the thing and I wanted to read it. I made it. I had it for some reason. I had it massively zoomed in.
Yeah, but
Did you guys ever play the game True Colors?
uh-uh.
What was it?
That's like, oh god, what? How did it go? It was awful.
I had
Questions
that. I used to
were
have
awful.
that game with the little ballot boxes.
Yeah, and it was like, who's the dumbest? It wasn't like that, but it was stuff like that, and you basically was like secret ballot.
Oof.
Yeah, brutal.
Remember, God, how long ago was this? This had to be like 6 or 7 years ago, where somebody set up that website where
Yes.
people could like log in and set up an account, and then it allowed people to anonymously go in and tell them what they really thought of them. And people were like, and you'd provide them with the link, and it would just be like, here you go. You can give me feedback about myself. And it was like, and
Yeah, I do remember that. What
and
was
then
that
I
called?
remember people I knew that used it. They said, yeah, I shut it down. I canceled my account like within a day because it
Yeah.
was just like, because on one side they were like, people were coming in there and telling me what a piece of shit I was, and I was like, are they being serious or is it just trolls? You know, just like, it's like, it's like you have to like, really, I don't know. It's one of those things where and I was just like, you don't want to, you don't set up a dunk tank for people to come and
Yeah, what was that
do
called?
that.
Remember? I remember.
It's bad
Sounds
idea is
awful.
what it is.
Yeah.
Good
Bad
that's when-
idea, Gene.
But
That's what
that's
that
when the
was.
internet was kind of small. You could do,
Yep.
like, yeah. So one of the questions out of True Colors is: a Girl Scout comes to your home selling cookies. Who won't answer the door? They toned it down, but
Who do you think is wearing the sexiest underwear?
Evan.
yeah, I think they toned it down a little bit.
None.
That's not true. Evan's not wearing any underwear. Forrest is wearing the sexiest underwear.
None.
Oh,
Nada.
well, then he must be Matt with a maple leaf.
Mando.
Just got my pajama pants on. My
We
baby Yoda
used
pajama
to.
pants.
So this is. I mean, I
you-
hesitate to share this story, but I mean, it was like I was in my
Hesitate.
20s. In my 20s, a friend of mine came up with this thing where like he would pick a girl that he'd want to be able to go and like say hi to break the ice. Like he'd see a girl at the bar and he's like, she's good looking. I want to go and like, see what I can do, or whatever. And so then the whole thing was it was everybody, and he'd say, everybody put in a guess, and everybody put in like $1. It was like, what color underwear is she wearing? And the whole thing is that then like, so everybody's like, oh, I guess this or whatever. And then you walk over to the girl and then you're like, hey, so me and my buddies are over there, we all put in $1 to guess what color underwear you're wearing. And then he'd ask and, to break the ice with the girl. And, it was like one of those things where now it's kind of like, oh, you got 7 idiots standing over in a corner playing pool, drinking beer. That girl probably felt a little bit intimidated and weird about it, but usually,
You think?
like, yeah, I think, yeah, probably, right, But anyway, he eventually married one of those girls, so as long as I know, he's still married to her. So I mean, family, whole 9 yards. So there you go. That was our version of it, from way back when. So it worked for them. I think I won a couple times, paid for my beer.
That's the real win. That's the feel good part of the story.
That is the feel good part of the story.
Like that really is. Now I feel good. I can.
Woo! Next mug's on me for picking black.
All right, great. I can't wait for you to buy the beer at PAX. All right, guys, I gotta check out. I gotta actually have some grading to do before tomorrow because.
See.
Yeah, but
See me
Is
after
that summer
class.
school?
you got to throw in a couple other grades every now and then,
See.
All
They're
right.
not expecting much, just so you know.
Probably. All right, guys. I'll chat with you later. Some of you I'll see you in a couple weeks.
You
Have a
will.
great night.
Have fun.
Take it
Take it
easy.
easy.
Kuki said I wouldn't be flattered. It would be instant disqualification. Well, like I said, he married the girl, so it must not have been instant disqualification for him. So, I don't know.
Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, I mean, understand it wouldn't work for you. But that's fine.
What'd you play at BGG-Con, Evan?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, you know some of them.
I know some of them, but
Here, I'll pull it up.
yeah, we were talking about games earlier.
Okay.
Like, shockingly, it's a board game podcast.
Buffet Boss.
What's Buffet Boss?
I think it's pronounced Buffett Boss.
It's a Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Jimmy Buffett Boss.
Jimmy.
So it was actually really fun. You have 2 scoring cards, and then there's like 14 pieces of fruit, and you have a plate, and it's like a wibbledy wobbledy plate, and you stack the fruit on the plate. Or there's different categories. There's like fruit and veggies and meat.
You stack that fruit on the plate.
Stack that fruit. Gotta stack that. Gotta stack that.
Oh, I see.
Back
It's like,
in
it's
the
like meeple
fruit
fruit.
again on the wibbly
Yeah.
plate.
So you stack them, and if they fall off, you can like save them and blow it off, but you have to throw out half, round it down, then you can stack them back up. And basically, your scoring cards are like have 6 different colors of foods.
I like that cover.
Is that it? I can't read that.
Well, that's the original, I guess, the Chinese
Okay.
version or Asian version. I'm not sure it's Chinese.
Yeah, so I think
Korean, maybe.
I
It
think
looks cute.
Arcane Wonders is bringing that out.
Hmm.
So, are you out, Maddie? All right.
See you guys.
Everybody.
See you,
See ya, Matthew.
There's
Hey, Matt.
Yeah, that's the gist of it. And basically, you try to stack it the highest, and you get bonus points for being the tallest plate full of food, and then your scoring card tells you whatever bonus points you get. It's fun.
Pretty cool.
Voidfall.
Buffet Boss.
That took a long
Voidfall.
time.
Jimmy
big one.
Buffett Boss. Get it right.
What's Voidfall?
How long did it take you to play Voidfall?
who's Voidfall?
It's about 3 hours. It's kind of a heavy.
Oh, that's actually not too bad.
Yeah, it was like a heavy.
Learning too?
What's that?
Learning too, or did you know it?
I didn't know it, but the other 3 guys had already played it before, so I was the only total newbie. But it was fun. My game designer brain is always judgy about certain things, but I really enjoyed it. It took a little while,
Yeah, I bet.
so I was a little late to Grant's comedy thing, but that was enjoyable. I played a whole ton of Baseball Highlights 2045 because I was in a tournament.
And you won.
No, I came in second.
Oh, you didn't win?
I didn't
Oh.
win. Philip Millman.
That son of a bitch.
Son of a
Philip Mil-
bitch.
I got to bust out my favorite one of my favorite jokes on Philip. He walked over to me, he was leaving, he's like, "Hey Lance, it was really good to see you again." I was like, "Hey Phil," and he was there with his wife, and I'd never met his wife before. And I was like, but he wasn't introducing her. It was weird. I was like, "So who's this?" And she's, "Oh, this is my wife," and I can't remember her name. And I looked at her, and very suddenly, she was shaking my hand. I put my, "I'm so sorry." Just like, and he was like, "Oh," he's like, I know. I lost a bet," she said. I was just like, God damn, this woman's hilarious.
She is funny. I like her.
Sounds like a real battle axe.
Yeah, she's great. It's the first time I met her too, but she was nice.
But just, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I had him in the final. I had him down. I was up 3-1, and then he won the next 3 games and took the series. And I was like, "You son of
No, you know what second place is?
What
First
kind of
Just
game is
loser.
toying
that?
with you. Just toying with you.
Yeah.
First loser.
What's
that?
the mechanics of that game? What is the
You
So
never played?
baseball?
I
highlight?
own it and I haven't played it.
Oh no, I played it. Never mind. I know it.
okay.
Sorry,
Yeah.
confused. I was
Duck
thinking
and
something else.
Cover. I played that. You were there.
Yep.
Zuvadis. I don't know. How to say
Zuvadi.
it.
Zuvadis.
Zuvadi, yeah.
That's a redo of Quo Vadis.
That was. It turns out I don't really love pure negotiation games. Like I did enjoy the.
That's a tough
play.
one, especially if you don't know anybody at that table.
Yeah. No, I enjoyed the play because I knew people and we had fun, like, trying to bluff and stuff. But the actual, that style game just isn't my style game. But that's okay. I still had a good time. Draft and Write Records.
But on BGA.
Yeah. That was fine. A Message from the Stars.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, it's one of those deduction games where basically there's like an alien language and you're trying to decipher it. It's like Contact, the game, the one.
Oh, is that a redo of the one that came out? Was that? Do you have like symbols and stuff?
This one doesn't have symbols. This one just has like rearranging what different letters mean.
I see.
I think I
Different.
played that one. I enjoyed
Yeah.
that one.
And the different letters have values and the words get a score based on the letter value, and you have to determine which letters were placed in what category. It was a lot for my brain, but once I figured it out, it wasn't so overwhelming, but it was a little tough.
Okay.
Civolution, we got a quarter of a game in,
A third.
a third of a game in, and then it was
Or
3:30. And
2/3. No, half the game. Didn't we play two
did we
rounds?
make half the game? Oh, I thought
Two.
we only
That's
made
2
it
of 4. Yeah, half.
Oh, okay. Well, that game,
And I bet we could have probably knocked it out in another hour.
we probably could have.
But it was like 3:00.
It was like 3:30.
3:30.
Yeah.
Like no way. If we had done it, it would have been like that would have been a wreck.
It was brutal. It was
It
brutal.
was good if we stopped.
It was good we stopped. Yeah, exactly.
What is your thoughts on that game?
I do want to give it a full play.
Yeah.
I feel like I probably wouldn't have gotten to feel like I did the stuff I wanted to do.
Because
Like
the dice.
There's so many things that I think it seems like I don't get to do that much. But I don't know. I didn't finish the game, so it's
Yeah.
tough to say. Maybe out. I do think I do like the basic ideas, and I like a lot of what was going on. Yeah, I would need to play a full game. Station Fall. You and Lance were there. That was enjoyable. Despite
We relived it earlier. Sorry that I took you out the second turn.
Yeah, despite your heinous actions against the stowaway people.
The stowaway people.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was you.
I know. I still had a good time. Flip 7. That was a good time. Don't Mess with Cthulhu. That was fun. Surfasaurus Max with me and Lance.
Yep.
Federation.
How was that?
It was okay. I didn't. I don't know if it just wasn't for me or if I didn't really get it, but it just kind of seemed like, action, worker placement, action drafting with
In a space team, but does it feel like space team?
not really. There's just there's like 6 actions essentially, and there's like 6 little mini race tracks, and every time you take an action, you move up on one of the mini race tracks. And you get bonuses as you move along the racetracks. That's kind of the game. There's a couple other things going on that make it more interesting than that, but overall, to me, it just kind of felt disparate and not overly thematic.
Disparate? What's that mean?
Disparate, like nothing. It didn't really feel very connected,
Like unconnected.
to anything. Yeah, like the different things. You're like, okay, I guess I'll do that because I'm
Okay.
good at doing that. But it doesn't feel relevant in any like cohesive way,
I got you.
Didn't feel like I was like doing anything or like making something or going anywhere. Just felt like I was like, yeah, I'm good at doing this. I'll do this. But again, probably that was just one play. Who knows? Maybe it's
Did you
awesome.
play? You did not play Everstone with us, did you? No.
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 I like the name. Sounds cool. No thanks. Classic.
Was that your freebie?
That was my freebie, yeah. Plus the Bandits one or whatever it's called, but I didn't
What was that?
play that. It was like a medium-sized box. Like
Was that the
smallish-
indie board and cards game?
Yes.
Yeah, I can't remember. What was that called?
Grifters? Something?
Rifters, yeah.
Yeah, something
Something like
Grifters. I didn't get a chance to play it. And then all the rest of my plays were prototypes.
Anything particularly stand out amongst the prototypes?
I finally got to play my next medium heavy Euro game with the publisher, who had yet to play a full game of it, despite having signed it a year ago.
Which publisher?
Crafty Games.
Crafty?
Yeah, they're smaller,
do they-
but they've been around.
do they
Alex
make?
Flagg is one of the.
What's a game they make?
They made Buru.
Buru?
And yeah, Buru, Buru, and they made Tabriz.
Febreze? Like
Markets
the
of Tabriz or something like that.
The Breeze is the
Crafty?
is the from the same guy who did
Randy Flynn.
Cascadia.
Oh, right, yeah, Randy Flynn.
I actually played that game at the first PAX when it was very new.
I wasn't.
I played in the poker tournament.
Good luck, all in.
Good luck, all in.
I did.
Yes.
So I thought that was a different person than the picture.
Oh no. And then as soon as she walked over the table, I was like, "That's the good luck all in table. That's the good luck all in lady." And we actually had a conversation. I said, "Hey, you're the good luck all in," and she's like, "Yeah, I am." I was like, "I hadn't even heard you. Have you been gone?" She's just like, "No, I just stopped saying it so loud." And I was like, "Oh," I was like, then I felt bad because maybe somebody said, "Hey, you're loud and annoying," and somebody like was wasn't me had said something, and I felt bad. And I was just like, "Oh,
What place were you? You know?
I made it through 2/3. I don't know what number I was, but I made it through 2/3 of the people.
You left your prize behind.
I know I did. I've got an entire rack of them right
But not
here.
that one.
Not
not
that
this-
one. Ugh. So
Oh yeah. Did we sell those cases too?
no, you can buy them off
Buy it.
of Amazon for like
Yeah.
$15 or something.
Yeah.
They're called a bird cage, is what they call those, because you can see the chips.
Second
No,
time's
I kept on trying to I was like, let's just lose quick. That was my attitude. I was like, let's just lose quick, and then every single time but I just my poker brain just wouldn't let me chase stuff. It's like, oh, I can get that inside straight, maybe. I just for some reason the people sitting at my table, I wanted them to think that I was a good player. So I just because I had some ridiculous need to be
I get that.
successful.
I get that completely. Like you can't turn it off. You're like, I don't
Yeah,
want people to think I'm.
It's hard to throw a poker game, honestly. I feel.
It's
Well,
like that
yeah.
Norm Macdonald joke about he's like he let his 7-year-old son beat him at basketball, and then when he got old enough to beat him at basketball, it's like, no, man, you've sucked this whole fucking time. I've been beating you since I was 7.
No, so I was just kind of like, so then when I finally started playing and I actually, it like every year, it's just like it's finally one of those things where it's like I got it all in when I was ahead, but the guy sucked out of me, and it just like it always happens.
There it goes.
It was just like, oh well, I got 2 pair. Somebody raised big. I kind of stared at the pot for a while, and I was like, well, I mean, unless he hit a set,
Right.
he's not ahead of me. And I was like,
That's
I called it, and with all my chips, and he turned it over, and he had 1 pair, but then he hit runner to make a straight, and I was just kind of like,
Yep.
oh, sorry. And I was kind of grouchy too, because he was like, oh, sorry. I was like, no, you're not. It's just like, I was like, well, then give me the chips. Give me the
Snappy
chips back.
Lance.
Just like, I hate that. I hate that when they beat you. Oh, sorry. No, you're not. You're not
You
sorry.
just say good hand. You just say good hand.
Yeah, just say good hand. And just like, yeah, and
Don't say sorry.
yeah, no, that annoys me when they say sorry. And then the other thing too, that same guy was sitting at the table and he was trying to tell people, well, they wouldn't let you do that in a casino. And I must have said to him, this isn't a casino. I must have said that to him
Like what were people doing?
oh, like a guy picked up his cards to look at him and he was holding them in his hand. He's like, they wouldn't let you hold them in the casino. You should probably just put them on the table. I was
Why
like,
not? Why wouldn't they let you hold them in your hand?
because the idea is that if you're holding on to them, you might try to
Change 'em
switch
out?
them.
Swap.
Yeah, swap them, or you're
Okay.
marking them in some way, something like that.
Yeah.
Well, you'd have some guy come over and give you the rundown, if you were at a casino. And I was like, dude, we're not at a
It's good to
casino.
know, but it's good to know. It's good information.
But I mean, but it's also just being a dick, I mean, in my opinion, and just like
Okay.
we're playing for a like a pickup game of poker to possibly win some board games that I don't want. I just like it's just. I mean, I'm not trying to be.
You
I
want
don't
the
know.
glory.
But no, it's the glory. I can give I
Yeah.
can give two shits about the prizes.
There used to
Seriously.
be some. I mean, the prizes are fine, but like they used to be pretty great.
Well, there used to be a crokinole board, or just like it was for real. It was real shit back in the day. Now it's like, who do we get to? You can have this board game you don't want.
I appreciate that they're sponsors that one. Yeah, it was an incredible dream.
When TMG sponsored it, what we used to do, and I will say this to anybody out there that wants to sponsor the program. First of all, like we gave them like the winner got one of each of our deluxe games. We brought them for that. It was just like, here's a deluxe Yokohama, a deluxe deluxe Orleans. It was like one of each of our deluxe games.
That was when Tasty Mentrel did it.
Yeah, and I got everybody in Tasty Minstrel. I was like, you gotta be in the poker tournament, and every person had a had a deluxe game as well.
Wow.
And if you knocked them out, there was like a target. If you knocked them out, you got the game. And so it was just kind of like
That's probably the better way to do it.
it made it fun. It was like, and to be fair,
It'll be memorable. It'll be memorable.
That would.
well,
that
and
would
to be
encourage
fair,
playing too, which is kind of
Jeff, who runs it and who does a great job running BGG Con too. I'm not trying to kiss anybody's ass, but he runs a very, very good ship.
Is he in charge of the car?
Yeah. So so no, I'll say that he does a really good job running, and there's BGG volunteers playing it, and they're wearing their shirts, and if you knock them out, you get like a $25 gift certificate or something for the BGG store. And then like he says, and if he has a family member playing, like his sister-in-law was playing, he said, and if you knock her out, you get you get a $25 gift certificate. So I mean, he does do something like that, which is cool that he does that. But yeah, no, but the good luck all in lady came back. Good luck all in.
So yeah, I played that game with the publisher. It was very encouraging to hear that we did not go horribly astray with our playtests and changes in the last year, and he likes it, and so that was encouraging.
Nice.
I played the expansion of After the Empire with a guy who it's his favorite game ever, so that was a lot of fun. And I told him go bug the booth and tell them that they should print the expansion. So hopefully someone came and gave.
Somebody did, and I said, hit the bricks, pal.
2 years. Gotta wait 2 to 3 years before you get on the line.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I figured out who came and bought one of the deluxe copies because I signed his box.
But did you sign his game too?
Yeah. Hey.
Oh.
Scott took one quick turn on my little pinball game.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's coming along. It's still early-ish and not exactly polished yet, but pretty fun. Did I play anything else?
Did you play Secret Identity with me?
I didn't.
Secret Identity is pretty fun. You get like a hand of like little pick cards.
Yeah.
They're like little hieroglyphics. They're pictures.
Yeah.
very minimal, and then you have a secret identity that you have to describe. Meanwhile, everybody else is doing the same thing. So you see all the names, like mine was Indiana Jones or whatever,
Yeah.
and then everybody else does theirs at the same time. So you get these kind of funny crossovers, like, God, which one is Indiana Jones? Because I see a snake here and I see
Right.
a globe
Right.
here, like that kind of thing. So it's just fun. It's a good little game.
Did you guys
Broken
have?
implementation though. I feel like you get these. Everybody gives you a key, and you
Yeah.
put them into the
Oh, I saw you guys
revealing
playing
thing.
that.
But it's supposed to be, if you put it like it should be backwards. It's like upside down.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
annoying.
The way that
The way you feed the key in is face up, and it
the
should be
way
face
you
down.
do the keys ends up just being frustrating and annoying.
Yeah.
Yep. I remember. I have
a
played
new
that
revision
before.
would fix that, but I don't think
Yeah.
I care about that.
Yeah.
I mean, you get it, but it's not perfect.
I would like to say this. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. I have something. I have a minor grievance that I was going to share, but I'll wait.
What's the minor grievance?
I personally witnessed several vendors just hauling out bucket loads of snacks and drinks, and the people were just like sitting outside like this, waiting for them to come out of the room. And I wanted to just smack them around. I was so annoyed. I was just like, what are you doing?
I mean, they're only basically making it worse for themselves, because once that food runs out, it's out for everybody.
Oh, I know. Bunch of animals. That's all I'm gonna say.
They're gonna just give it away.
Bunch of animals, Ollie. I had all I could stand. I could stand no more.
I can't take it anymore.
Yeah, no. What was the it was that, and that was my grievance. Actually, I know I have other grievances, but they're for after hours. So
What did we have
I-
in the exhibitor lounge? We had like soda.
You had sodas, little like the snack bags of like chips, candy bars, little miniature candies, I mean, fruit. Like I had an apple every morning, for my breakfast, which I like having an apple in the morning. It's just a nice way to start off the day.
You know what they say.
An apple a day makes you a jackass. No.
They do say that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's fine.
Well, no, I mean it's just like, what are you doing? I mean, like it just. I mean, it's super annoying in my mind watching them do it, and it was just kind of like, but I mean, what am I gonna do? Like, hey, you, stop it! I'm just like,
Yeah, can't be the police of it.
Well, no, I mean, it's just like, and they're gonna say, oh, yeah, blow it out your ass. I mean, it's just, I mean, it's nothing you can do anything about, I guess, is what I'm getting at, and I recognize that. I just. It
just seems like a common courtesy.
Yeah.
Well, that's just it. Everybody's just a jackass. I mean,
you're basically just giving away all the food that we set aside for you.
They never knew. They never knew how bad the tepid lemonade days were. And so
I mean, we can go back to tepid lemonade. I
Oh,
mean, here's
I
the
know.
thing. I don't have a sponsor for any of that. It's basically coming off the top, and it's quite expensive. It's not cheap.
Oh, I know.
I mean, I think we spend like, I don't want to say, whatever. You know what that stuff costs.
Yeah, I know. I go to Costco. I see.
$1 million.
But there's like, a couple hundred vendors. Like 300, I think.
There was a lot of people that just didn't show up. Did you see that?
We had 10 booths not show up. 10 out of 90.
So, but I mean, they just didn't show up, or like they weren't sold. Like, I mean, I saw like black hole rainbows just didn't show up.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know what the story is. I don't know any of the stories.
And they had an end cap. It wasn't like they
yeah, we're not giving their money back because we can't resell that. I mean, the money's not coming back to them.
Right.
I don't know what happened there.
They had an end cap.
I mean, we might roll out over something, but I don't know. That's probably not going to happen.
I don't know. I mean, that was
Yeah, an end cap is a lot.
Yeah.
What do you
Yeah,
think
I
about
know.
the split hall? Like we split it in half. I mean, I felt the traffic was pretty light.
It was. And I don't want to complain, but don't ever do that again. I mean, the fact that we
Well,
didn't
here's the
have,
thing. There was like 28 more vendors this year than there was last year.
and that's fine, and that's
Like
fine.
50%, I
But-
should say, 50% more.
But I'm going to tell you right now that, and I spoke to other vendors as well, and you know what? Do what you want. It's your convention. Do whatever you want. I shouldn't tell you how to run it. One of the nice things was, since we don't get an end cap, we always would take a booth that faced the open gaming area, which meant that people are playing games and they see us.
Mhm.
And they're like, and also people are like, I want to go play games. Where's the place we can go play games? Oh, well, we can go down these escalators, go all the way to the end. We can play games. It's kind of quiet. There's less people there. It doesn't have all these people. And so that encourages foot traffic, and it encourages people to come and check out what's going on over in our area of the world. And the unfortunate thing is that, like, you miss out on all of that, right? And then you have a situation where it's like, if somebody has to basically decide, I want to go to the vendor area, to go to the vendor area. It isn't going to be something where it's like people are going to say, oh, I just happened to see this as I walked by because I was heading over here to play games with my friends. And
I feel BGG competes with the vendors because it's a good convention, in my opinion.
well, and that's
Like-
fine,
like
but I'm pretty sure you
Most
like
other
getting
conventions
I-
don't have such a good convention alongside of a vendor hall.
I would wager a guess that you like the money that the vendors pay you to have that booth.
Sure, I do like the money.
Okay. So
And
what
if
I'm
they
saying,
stopped coming, I don't think it would matter to me.
wow. All right.
I didn't want vendors at the beginning. The vendors called us. Right? It was a show for
one?
users. It was Days of Wonder was the first one, Asmodee the second, and then a game store out of like Missouri the third. But there was no reason to have a vendor until they started calling. Now I do like the vendor hall. I don't want it to go away.
Right.
I was against having more vendors. Personally, I felt more vendors made that hall weaker because of the way it, like the split. Like I agree with you. Having a co-branded or whatever co-mingled vendor hall with a game area is pretty strong. That helps get traffic in there.
Go
Otherwise,
back to
they're
that.
not. Then I
That's fine.
basically have to raise your prices by like 50%. Because basically now I've got 50% more vendors coming. So
But you had 10 that
See what I'm
didn't bother
saying?
showing up after they gave you money. I mean, that's which
only
I'd be
10
like,
people didn't come out of 10 out of 80. I think it was 80. That's
I
not
don't know.
50%. It
I'll
sounds
be right
like
back.
you make it sound like
I have
50%, but it wasn't that many.
I have thoughts to share, but I desperately need to use the bathroom. So I'll be right
Yeah,
back.
sure. Okay.
I thought it was fine.
Thanks.
I had no problem with it.
It was a casual game. It was a casual vendor hall. I walked around. It was pretty, I walked around in the middle, near the end of the day on Friday. And it was pretty empty.
Yeah.
I mean, BGG Con competes with the vendors. It really does.
Yeah. I could definitely see it being
Go
better
to
for
another
the-
con where there's a vendor hall and a great gaming convention. They don't exist.
Right.
It's either a great vendor hall or a great convention. I don't think there's, I mean, I think our vendor hall is pretty good. Everybody comes. I like every vendor that comes, and I think it's good to have them. I just think it's hard to compete with 10,000 free games to play. Like, wouldn't you rather play games that are really available, or I don't know. I guess it depends what you're looking for.
Yeah.
It's sort of they headbutt each other a little bit.
I
There are
did
plenty
like
of people
it.
that come and love the vendor hall, though. They tell me.
Yeah. I did like it when the vendor hall was in the same space.
Right.
as the-
So if I
as the
sell, you see the dilemma. We had
Yeah.
50% more vendors wanting to come this year.
Right. So then you had to do something.
At-
Yeah.
The same, if we kept it the same, then all the prices, yeah, I mean, like, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
You can't win.
I
Yep.
can't. But I think
Or
we'll
you-
probably go back to half and half.
Or you could, if you have that many vendors, you could do the, because you got the 2 floors of gaming area, you could do half the vendors on one, half the vendors on the other. something like that.
It doesn't work well
No.
because you have to secure the hall.
Oh,
That's
right.
why basically 2/3 of that room was sold.
Right.
1/3 can't be secured. Right? You
Right.
can't secure 1/3 of the room. Like you have to have. You understand what I mean? Like, so we used to be able to
You'd have to
put a
have those
wall
big-
up
yeah.
and secure half the room.
Yeah.
Can't secure 2/3 of the room.
Right.
Like I could see a third of that hall being tables for games,
Right.
but then you can't use we needed those third, right? We put them out in the matrium.
Right.
Like you can't just get rid of those tables each day because that's
What if-
basically like a couple hundred tables, not
Yeah.
not like 100 tables,
Right.
which is like 400 people
Right. So you'd have like
sitting down.
a third plus a couple of rows of tables cut off, and those tables are just gone while the vendor hall's closed. You
I
could do
can't. You
half.
can't do it though
Yeah.
because we would run out of tables
Run on tables. Yeah. Yep.
during the big nights like Friday and Saturday night.
Yeah.
That wouldn't fly.
Yep. That's tough.
Yeah, it's a dilemma.
Yeah.
But I think we'll probably go back to half.
Yeah.
Unless we sell out the whole hall, but then what do I do? I don't know. It's
Yeah. Maybe just cap the vendors, you know, just be like, here's the space we have.
right, but if we have 100 vendors and I'm only keeping 50 of them, allowing 50 of them, that's 50 people that I'm turning away.
That's true.
That's a lot
Yeah. I don't know.
because the vendors do pay pretty good. It's not cheap, but it's not expensive. Like it's
Right.
not Gen Con prices,
Right.
but it doesn't have the capacity, it doesn't have the people of Gen Con. So I think it's appropriately priced.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dilemma of running convention.
I can't say that I've tried it, so I'm just armchair quarterbacking.
I mean, I like putting the vendors in the hall. We used to do that
Yeah.
at the previous hotel.
Yeah.
They would be in the same hall, and then we'd close them off the door because they can't stay there all night.
Right.
You
And
gotta
it's
shut
nice
it
to have
down.
that security. Yeah.
And I think people need security. It's like you can't run a booth
No.
and just leave your stuff around because it's just gonna disappear.
Right.
There's no making Lance happy. Don't worry about it. He's gonna complain about something.
Well, nothing's perfect. I get it.
Yeah.
No, and even things that like Gen Con, the big dealer hole, and all, people every year complaining about the same stupid shit all the time, and I'm like, it's not a problem. Just
There's no ideal. There's no ideal.
there's no perfect way to do it.
Yeah.
No, I understand. I just don't like to.
Oh, well, there is a perfect way to do it, but you can't do it with the space you have and the people you have and the money you have and everything. There's you do what you got to do and
You know.
don't worry about everybody else. Ah,
Like, does PAX have gaming library?
yeah.
Okay.
So
Is it a
PAX
good gaming
has,
library?
but PAX runs out of room also. And the thing is, PAX closes.
Right. What time does it shut down?
I think it's midnight.
Oh, okay.
It might be 1, but I think it was midnight the first year. Like I haven't been.
What does the
I only
vendor
went
hall
once.
close? The vendor hall has to close.
Yeah, the vendor hall closes.
And then where does everybody go?
So like think of like the big room in Gen Con, the vendor hall in Gen Con. And not that piece that juts out.
Yeah.
So say that big long thing.
Yep.
So from like
Like the 40 aisles of rows.
so if you take like the first third of the room, that's the gaming area.
So 1/3 of their entire floor space is
So
gaming.
1/3 of that main room is like the open gaming with the game library area. But then
So
they
is
have
that
like
like-
ballrooms where they have other things going on.
So they have like 200-300 tables there, or is it more than that? Or are they long tables, like really
They're like they're just long like cafeteria
long cafeteria style,
straight down, yeah.
which is not efficient
No.
because people take up more space than they would if they
Correct.
had just a table. Yeah. So they probably can't hold as many people as they want.
No, it's very hard to find a place to play there.
Hmm.
Like, but all the lobbies are packed full of people playing games, and
I also don't even know how you would possibly maintain a library for 50,000, 100,000 people. I mean, ours gets wrecked at 3,000.
yeah.
Did you guys do the game count to see?
Didn't have a single one missing.
Okay.
Surprising, right? Actually, I think we had one missing, but I don't know if it was. I
Right.
think it was just misplaced.
Nobody cares.
That's kind of impressive.
Well, we thought we might have somebody. We thought we might seen somebody that was
Right.
making a crime of opportunity.
Yeah.
We
Right.
we scared him away
Yeah. It did
because
look,
he left quick.
it did look sketchy.
He looked a little sketchy and he turned around and walked away very fast.
Yeah.
And then he kept looking back like we were gonna leave, and I'm like, "No, we're staying here."
So
Yeah.
Remember
the
that?
PAX
Yeah. Yeah. He had his
PAX
little truck with
Unplugged attendance last year was over 30,000. It
Wow.
says
30,000. That's
over 3 days.
that's a lot of people. Is that 10,000 a
Yeah.
day,
I don't know. It's just 30,000.
or is
I
it 30,000?
I don't know if it's 30,000 uniques.
I bet it's 10,000 a day.
Oh no, it's like
Uniques?
10,000 altogether. Because gate entry count, PAX Unplugged counts attendance based on gate entry, meaning a 3-day pass is counted as 3 attendees. So it's
Oh,
like
okay. So
10,000 people.
It's like 10,000 people. So that's
10,
three times bigger.
15,000 tops.
That's 3 times as big as BGG.
Yeah.
3 to 4 times as bigger.
But
Which
how
is
much bigger
massive.
is it than Origins?
It's bigger than Origins.
I'm trying to think how big.
I don't know what Origins was.
Origins attendance this past year. It says 17,706.
Is that, and they probably do same counting. Like 3 to 6,000 a day, 6,000 a day.
It's a lot.
That's 4 days, right? Or isn't Origins like 5 days?
It's Thursday through.
Oh, it's Thursday through Sunday, so it's 4 days.
Correct.
I always felt like Origins was so long. Because
I think they have things that go on Wednesday, but it's
Yeah.
not like nothing official.
But it's as long as BGGCon. The BGGCon's longer. But it goes fast. My God, it was so quick because like lightning.
Yeah.
Couldn't go fast enough, if you
Origins
ask
is
me.
17. That must be 17,000 uniques.
What's the attendance for BGG again?
It was 3,100. It was 3,300 tickets sold, but 31 to between 3,100 showed up. Usually like 5% don't show up.
Evan and I had a very nice and relaxing dinner with Jeff Engelstein.
Oh yeah, that was lovely.
I didn't even see him.
Yeah, he
It's
said
so
he didn't
crazy.
want to
You're in the
talk to
same
you.
place for 5 days. You don't see some people you just don't see.
Yeah.
There was 2 people I didn't see that I wanted to see.
Who?
Me?
Well, Jeff and Anthony and another guy, Scott Kippen.
Oh,
He
Scott
wrote me a message. He
Kippen.
goes, "I'm leaving." I'm like, "Oh no, you're leaving? What? I never saw you."
Nope. I told anybody who listen, if I wasn't in the industry, it would still be the convention that I would still go to.
So I don't know if you heard, but basically, since we sold 50% more booths, we had to open up half the hall to accommodate, and that basically makes the room insecure.
No, I understand the reasoning why it is what it is, but I mean,
Yeah.
but you sold more booths because people wanted more booths, I guess.
People are coming back to it. I mean, there was a lot of people there for the first time.
I mean, I'm not. It's just it is whatever. It's I mean, I'm not going to sit here and grouse about it constantly, but traffic was light. It was
Lighter than last year for sure.
It was quite light, and
Was it Origins light? Because Origins was light traffic.
I mean, it was lighter than Origins, but it's also smaller than Origins, right? So, I mean, I'm not going to really compare the two.
Did you have
Um,
any meaningful interactions though?
I mean, there was lots of people that like, I mean, there were like people I either had known, I'd seen before or whatever. I mean, it's just so I have gotten to the point, and this is crotchety Lance talking about conventions, is that like it's been so long since I've gone to a convention as somebody that just is going there to enjoy it instead of like I'm going here to work, that like I mean, it's just like there's aspects of being at conventions that I enjoy, but man, oh man, it just wears me down. I mean, it's like, okay, I mean, it's one thing if like, oh yeah, hey, I got up around 9 or 10. I went and got, a little bit of breakfast, then I went and checked out the game room, and like, or like
Yeah.
I saw somebody I knew and we sat down and played this thing, or at 2 o'clock I was meeting to play Voidfall, but it's like one of those things where it's like, oh, okay, get up at 8, grab a quick bite to eat, go to the booth, make sure everything's ready to go, be right there at 10 o'clock, sit there and talk to people. And then in my case, I'm the only one at the booth. So it's like there's nobody, if I have to step away, like there's nobody watching our stuff, so I can't. So, it's just like, and like, okay, well, Shane wanders by at some point in the afternoon. Okay, I'm gonna go use the bathroom finally, and I'm not complaining about Shane. It's one of those things where it's like I understand if I'm the only person here, so it's like I don't have that option. And then so you're talking to people or trying to sell games, and it's like, and it's just, I mean, it's just like we were like selling games at like 50% off at one point, and everyone was just like, I own it all. It's just like, okay, well, whatever. But then by 5 o'clock, it's like, okay, I've done nothing but sit around and talk to people for 7 hours about, and not fun conversations either. It's like, oh, I love this game. This is an exact quote. I just played that game last night. Me and my buddies, we had a blast. I was like, yeah. It's like, yeah. I was like, it was so much fun. We had so much fun playing it. I was like, awesome. You want a copy? No. It's just like, well, cool. Thanks for sharing that anecdote.
I gotta say, man, I don't. It seems so hard to me to make a living at publishing games. It's just so much competition now. It's you got to be like.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It
No.
just seems like a hard business.
So so by the time that's done, then now I gotta find someplace to eat. I gotta go somewhere. And then like, and if you leave campus, it's like where you are
Yeah, it's an
now. I
hour.
mean, that's I mean, which is fine. Like every single meal I had, I enjoyed being out. Well, the first night was kind of a waste because it was like go all the way freaking somewhere that
But you
the
went
only
to Hard
reason.
Eight, did you?
Well, we went to Heartache. That was the second night. But I mean, honestly, Evan, like that first place we went to, it was like the reason they went there was because it was next to that cigar bar. That was the only reason why. And so it's like I
Did you
went
go to
there and
Javier's?
basically went to a slightly
Happy
upper scale TGI
Heartache.
Fridays.
Oh, where'd you go?
Heartache.
I don't know.
Oh, the
Shenanigans.
first night. The first night.
Yeah, first night.
I don't remember what the name of it is.
Heartache.
Was it Javier's?
No, Heart Eight was the second night.
Oh, that was the second night.
I mean,
What was
Heart
this-
Eight is great. I mean, that's just
What was
you
the
can't-
cigar? What was the cigar bar place?
I don't know, but it was like the
It was
place
like
that we
on a-
ate at was like you could walk across the parking lot to it. Then
Yeah.
it was kind of like I don't know, like an upper scale family dinner place. Yeah, it was nothing. I mean, the food was fine. It was nothing special. It was like But anyway, so yeah,
Oh, was it the place that you walked to down the street?
no, it was like a 30-minute Uber ride to get to this place.
Oh,
It was
30
ridiculous.
minutes. Jesus. That's
Yeah, I
pretty-
know. Evan was like, he's like, I'm going with, and I was like, cool.
Dude, it was like
What
an
What was the
hour
name of
and
the
20
cigar
minutes
bar?
to
Do you
get
remember
there.
any of the names?
It was forever to get there. It was
like an
forever to
$1.20.
get there.
It was awful.
What was the name of the cigar bar?
Dude, I don't remember.
Oh, I want to know now.
It was right across. It was in the same parking lot as Hard 8. Right? Wasn't that
That's
the name
pretty
of the
darn
place?
far.
And we were in traffic the whole way. It was like, oh my gosh.
You went to Hard 8
Yeah.
2 nights in a row?
No. I only went once.
But I mean, you went as far as Hard 8.
Just the once. That was Thursday night. Was Lance timed out or just
No,
very
I'm
still?
just thinking.
Oh, okay. We're very still. I was like,
Was it the one up north or the one to the west? Do you know?
seemed northish, but I really don't
God
know.
dang it. I want you to tell me.
Here, let me look it up. See if
Tell
I
him, Evan. Jesus.
I know.
I want to
Hard
know where you
8
guys went.
barbecue,
Was it the Colony? Is that the one you went to?
Dallas. Let's see.
There's only 2.
Oh, there's only 2.
Well, yeah, there's only 2 in the area. One north or one west.
pull this up. Wasn't that one? Where's the other one? Wasn't the one in Capel?
Okay, then I know which one you went to.
Where's the other one?
So it's called the Colony.
There we go.
Was it Rockin' Brews?
There you go.
Is that it?
No, wait. Hard 8 barbecue. That doesn't look right either. What? Because it was in like a little area, like a little mall area.
Oh,
You know, Hard 8 pit barbecue. Maybe it was that one. It looks like that's correct. Yes, it was Hard 8 pit barbecue, right next to Cigars International Superstore.
I see it. Yep. Did you go to Rockin' Brews?
No, we didn't.
Huh. Wonder where you went.
But anyway, Hard 8 was great as always. I had to laugh because
Did you go to Bread Zeppelin?
no. I had to laugh because we're always we were,
Casino?
no, we sat there and we talked up the idea of going there for the pork chop because the pork chop's amazing.
Oh,
And,
Paris.
Right.
and we were making the joke by saying that like, oh well, it's like I and Shane's like, I'm getting a pork chop, and I was like, who knows? Maybe I'll get the pork chop. And I was in front of them, and I asked, yeah, I'd like the pork chop, and they're like, I think we only got one left, and I was
Was
just
it-
like,
Was it like a big old pork chop like that thick, like this big?
it's like this, and they dip
Did they
it
come
in
and
butter,
carve it? Did they carve it? Oh no, that's different. Okay, I don't
and
like
it's
that.
really really good. But I let Shane have it because he like lives for that pork chop, so I let him
That's
have it.
Was that at Hard 8?
That was at Hard 8.
Oh yeah.
I just got like I got the brisket.
You
and
went
the
to
sausage.
Cheddar's. You went to Cheddar's.
I don't think it was called
The
Cheddar's.
first night. Okay. I'm just looking at the restaurants in the area. The only
No,
one
I don't think that's what it was. Like I said, it was like some weird like barbecue but not barbecue place, I guess is the best way to describe it. I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, so and then Chewy's was great, and then I don't know what that place was that Jeff took us to, but that was good. The steak I had there was really good.
Yeah.
We figured it out, but I can't remember now.
Oh yeah, we did. We looked it up.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, so meals are good. I mean I basically didn't eat breakfast and didn't eat lunches just because I was always working. That's great too. I always love that. Just maybe I can run off to the vendor hall and grab a bag of
sounds like
potato
a dream
chips.
job, like Lance. You're describing a dream job.
Yeah.
Dream.
Well, no, I mean conventions are they're tough. They're tough.
They are.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're Yeah.
So I remember back in the day, we tried to sell people advertising because I thought conventions were not worth the money. Like if you took that money and put it in BGG's advertising, your return would be better than if you went to those conventions. That was my pitch back in the early 2000s. But Gen Con exploded and proved me wrong.
Kaboom.
And tens of thousands of dollars for 4 days.
So I hear from like vendors all the time that they're like, and these people that get their 20 by 30s and all this stuff. You know, they
I
have
know,
all
that's
the,
like
and they just and
$40,000.
then they all tell me, and they're always like, "How's your booth going?" I'm like, "Yeah, we did a good day today." And I don't quote numbers, but I mean I know exactly how much we sold and everything like that. And they almost to a person, they always say, "Oh, you know, we sold like 40 grand worth of stuff today." And I'm like, "No, you didn't." I mean, it's just like it just I mean, I know how much your games sell for. And I know and I know how many people are here. And it's just like and it's never it's just like I don't know what it is. This industry has become a thing where you've got to lie. You just got to lie about how much you're making or whatever. You know, it's like or if you say it, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they are making 40 grand a day
Could be.
selling $35 board games. But that's a
That's a
lot
lot of
of
board
freaking
games.
board. That's a lot of
Yeah,
board
It's
games.
hundreds of board games.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from, but I mean, people feel like they need to, uh, you know, be to prop themselves up a little bit, in my opinion. But that's fine. It's whatever. Um, I do think that, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna just be quiet now because before I get myself into trouble.
Save it for the cranky old Viking.
I am looking forward to going back to Philly a little bit, just because I
I'm
haven't
sure it's going
been.
to be great. I mean,
But
I felt this year was pretty great. Like it felt a little different. It felt pretty strong.
Philly will be interesting just because I want to know what the crowd's gonna be like. And everybody talks about it's a buying crowd. Nobody plays games. It's just a buying crowd. You
Right,
know,
because
but
you have
That
to
wasn't
fight
the
for
case the first year.
you have to fight for the tables.
Right.
so I haven't been there since, you know, like I said, for 4 or 5 years now. Or no, it was 6 years ago that I went.
Yeah.
And I remember we got there and Daniel was sick as a dog. Like stayed in the hotel room for 2 straight days. He was so sick.
Dang.
And so I was like basically the only person there, you know, like running the TMG booth, which was fine. We didn't have shit to sell and nobody wanted to buy it, so just if we're gonna lay our cards on the table. So all
I
right.
can't wait till we get those stories about Gray Fox.
Yeah, I mean you've heard
Like with-
most of them at this point in the after hours stuff. I mean, it's just I don't wanna I don't wanna kick the thing while they're down, you know, that kind of thing. So I mean
Going to Don Henley 'em?
yeah. You know, hey, I assume you guys saw the Guerrilla Games Jeff Sidek is battling cancer right now.
Oh, no.
Yeah. He's got a game launching next week on Kickstarter on Tuesday. If you don't know, Jeff designed you know,
Yep.
battle stations
Battle Stations.
and also one of the best, like it's not even really social deduction, but lifeboat, about like basically the you get two cards. You get one that's the person you love and one person's the person that you want to kill. And it's quite possible that you can actually get yourself for either of those. So you're suicidal and you're trying to kill yourself, but then somebody else on the boat is in love with you and wants to keep you from killing yourself, you know. But I mean, Lifeboat was a fantastic game. He's coming out with a deluxe edition of that as well. But anyway, yeah, so Jeff's also one of like the nicest guys in the industry too. And he kind of vanished there for a little while, which came from like he was, like COVID, like was crushing him as far as like fulfilling a couple of Kickstarters. So, but send some good thoughts his way. Jeff's been a one of the nicest guys I've ever met. So, plus occasionally he would put on a gorilla suit and wander around a convention too, which was always nice. Just wander around in a gorilla suit because he was Gorilla Games. But
It's been a rough month.
it's been,
I mean, I don't know if we didn't talk about it, but Corey Heath died last week
yes,
or this week. I don't know when it was.
he was recent,
Recent.
and he was the guy who designed Zendo. So
And the gang.
and the gang, yeah.
And Why Did the Chicken, which was you could play on BGG. I made an implementation you could play. It ran one new game every 5 minutes. You could jump in and play. And it's like a Balderdash style game. Like it would give you like a prompt and be like, why did the something? And you filled out the punchline. And then people
Yeah.
voted which one they thought was the best. Could not vote on your own, and then whoever won it got a geek gold.
I mean, and it just sucks because like the gang had just came out and everybody's
know,
just
that's
basically
like-
saying the game's
gonna-
freaking
that-
amazing.
I mean, he's already made some amazing games, but like I mean, it's one of the best games. It's gonna do very well.
Yeah. So, yeah, but keep him and his family in your thoughts as well. So,
And did we talk about Amber? I don't know if we talked about Amber on this show. I don't know if did you guys know Amber?
like
Yeah,
I only through Paul.
Yeah. She was a rock star. And she passed away this month also. Or last month. Late last month or early this month. I don't know the exact date. But she worked for a lot of companies and she basically transformed every company she worked at.
Well, even if she didn't, she was a mom and she left behind a very young son. So,
Yeah, sad. There's a
That sucks.
Kickstarter or not a Kickstarter, a GoFundMe for her.
yep.
If you look for it.
So.
Sucks.
All right. Well,
And
like I
didn't-
said, I have complaints for after hours, but
I have one more death in the world of BGG. It's
Yeah.
Ben Baldanza, former
Oh.
admin. Do you remember him?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He was the CEO of Spirit Airlines.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. He passed away from ALS this month. Or
That's
this month.
as my dearly departed grandfather told me. He says, the older I get, the more my calendar fills with funerals. So
Sure.
the cold, icy hands of the
he was-
Reaper awaits us all.
He was an early admin. And I remember interviewing back in the day when I had a podcast. Him and his wife, they were forget what they were doing, but it was something to do with like schools and like a teaching and games thing. She was a educator and he was I don't know what he was doing at that time, but I knew him before he was the CEO of Spirit. But another interesting thing, he had a bunch of podcasts about the airline industries, right? And he kept doing it, or he had for years and years. So they took all his voice and digitized it, so he could talk with his computer voice, and
Well, that's cool.
sounded really good. It took basically the system, and he could basically talk through with using his own voice with computer.
Oh,
He lost his speech like a year
Yeah.
ago. Maybe
So-
for that.
not that this you just jarred something in my memory. Did everybody watch the small short film, Star Trek film that reunites Spock and Captain Kirk? So just Google it. You'll find it. So basically the creators have started. I mean, basically, even like William Shatner helped executive produce it. They made this like 10 or 11-minute short film that is canon for the Star Trek universe, and you can dive into it. But I forget, it's called like oh, what was it called? Like I stumbled upon it and I didn't
What's it
even
called?
know it
Ark?
existed. Yeah,
Lock and Kirk.
yeah, I mean obviously they it's called Unification.
Okay.
A short film by the Roddenberry Archive. So it's on YouTube, you can find it. It's like 10 minutes long. Um it it's worth a watch if you're a Star Trek person. And if you are like, what does this mean? There are a ton of like things, official things explaining what it's showing. So if you're a Star
It's
Trek
only
person, just Google Spock
it's only
Kirk
2
unification.
minutes.
What?
It's only 2 minutes.
No, it's 10 minutes and 45 seconds.
I'm looking at something else. Then.
Yeah. That's probably somebody's reaction to it or something.
Or
But
a joke.
yeah. All right. Well,
Okay. Have a good
let's-
week, everybody. Weekend.
Yeah, and then we'll see everybody next week.
I'm
And
probably
if you
out
want-
next week. I'm traveling.
Well, where to?
Memphis. My stepsister lives in Memphis.
Will do? Will you be walking in Memphis?
All these walking.
Is that a song?
Yeah,
It's a great song.
Yeah, it's like
Walking
Yeah,
with my
I know the
feet.
song.
what was that guy's name? Yeah,
Michael
that's-
McDonald? No, no,
Yeah,
no.
Michael McDonald, is that him?
Mark
No.
Cone.
Yeah.
He
Mark
got shot. He
Cone.
got shot in the head.
Holy
What?
crud.
Well, was he
Nope.
walking in Memphis at the time?
No,
Oh,
you
man.
gotta go. You gotta go read that story. He was like walking out. We was walking one night, not in Memphis, and some guy attacked him and then shot him in the head.
You should have been
Yikes.
walking in Memphis.
He still got the bullet lodged in there.
Jiminy Christmas.
Wait, is he dead? Not
No,
dead.
no,
Oh, he's
he's still
alive.
touring.
Shot in the head with a bullet.
Yeah.
Still survived it. Wow.
Good for him.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, let me
Yeah, August
in
7th,
August 7th,
2005.
2005.
Shot in the head during an attempted carjacking in Denver, Colorado.
Yikes.
The bullet barely missed Cone's eye and lodged near his skull.
Ew.
He was released 8 hours later, and the bullet is still there.
Released 8 hours?
8 hours later.
That's crazy. At least that night in the hospital, I would think, with that.
Doctors told me I was the luckiest unlucky guy they had met in a long, long time. A police spokesperson surmised that the car's windshield may have significantly impeded the bullet's force and added, frankly, I can't tell you how he survived. The shooter was sentenced to 36 years in prison.
The man appeared seemingly out of nowhere and stood in front of our van and pulled out a gun, aiming it right at us. I yelled duck as the gunshot rang out.
The guy shot? He didn't even oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's been a lunatic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
The guy was making crystal meth.
By the way, this is sort of like on the politics spectrum. Did you guys see that someone hacked the testimony of Matt Gates's thing with some hacker got the testimony
no, I did not see
from
that.
Matt Gates? Okay, whatever. Well, investigate on your own. You can see what he's been
Well,
up to.
speaking of hacking, did you see the clip from the Taylor Swift concert where the two guys who were fans from Buffalo hacked the sound system and played the Buffalo fight song during her concert while she was on stage?
Oh man. What was it done in good like a silly prank, or was it like
They were very proud of themselves.
okay,
Like,
well, I guess they can go to jail now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or get a big fine at least. I don't know. Probably go to jail though. Okay, well, on that note,
All right, everybody.
have a good Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yeah, have a
Thanks.
good Thanksgiving.
Probably